slide. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat Shell and Dante the Dark Child. Drop the stats on them. Drop the facts on them. Spur King, baby. Let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight. It's the night we've been waiting for. The 2023 NFL Draft is upon us. It's going down. Oh, darn, I forgot to turn the TV on. You watching it? I don't even have it on my TV yet.
It's on.
They didn't make the first pick yet, did they?
Nah.
The first pick?
Nah.
Okay, all right. Our Philadelphia Eagles, we are eagerly anticipating what their moves are going to be tonight. This is Howie's night. This is where he shines. It has been shining the last few seasons at least. And I'm just eagerly anticipating what's going to happen tonight. All the talk and all, it seems like the people, all majority of us want Bijan Robinson. Everybody has, and Pat even has a bottle of champagne in anticipation that it will be the name that one commissioner, Goodell, will call tonight. He's waiting to pop the champagne. Me, on the other hand, I will be happy. Don't get me wrong. I'll be happy. I talked about it last week. I won't kick Bijan out the bed. Are you kidding me? A talent such as his on this dynamic, explosive offense, unbelievable. It will be unbelievable to have that. So no, I'll be happy also. But I won't be mad if there's another name called. I mean, if some kind of way how we can pull the strings and get up and get Jalen Carter, I'm not going to be mad about that. I'm not going to be mad about, he's not going to get Will Anderson, but, I'm not going to be mad of Will Anderson. I wouldn't even be mad with the tackle from Northwestern. I wouldn't be mad. Pat will tell you, he'll be mad. He'll be mad.
I better throw a flag on you before you start the first quarter.
Look, I'm just saying. All right, we're going to get into that discussion a little later. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to be here a long time, so we got to – oh, my fault. I almost ended the broadcast. I almost messed up. I haven't even had a shot yet. I almost clicked the wrong button. All right, so it's gonna be a long night. So you guys get buckled up. You know what we do here. We got to set our rules for the shot taking because there's no way that we can do shots every two picks or every pick. So we're gonna have to pace ourselves. We're gonna have to come to an agreement on the frequency in which we do shots. It's going to be after every 3 picks or every 4 picks or something like that. We're going to have to come to that conclusion together we'll do that. But first, we're going to do it now to open the show. We got to do that. So you're watching Eagles Talk, the special 2023 NFL Draft Show. And on this draft show, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and who they select tonight. And we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So tonight, I am doing the Teremana, not Anejo, Respado.
Well, I'm doing tequila too. Very, very unique tequila. It's called the Romantico, I think it's called. And it is delicious. It comes in this nice little bottle. This is how it comes.
Oh, we fancy now. Hey, Jay, thanks for following us on YouTube. That's what's up. Appreciate you. Rachel's on YouTube too. All right, I'm jumping the gun. All right. So Pat is doing the tequila. I'm doing the tequila. What are you guys doing? And then let me know what's your vote on the frequency of the shots tonight. Because this is, if anybody's a regular, this is our annual draft show, and we're here the whole draft. We're here at least till the Eagles make their picks. And since they have the 10th and the 30th, if Howie doesn't make any moves, we're going to be here a long time because the 30th is at the end of the first round. So you guys tell me how often you want to do this, but we're going to open up the show right now, doing it now. So here we go. Pour our shots to our Philadelphia Eagles, and more importantly, or more precisely, how about 2, 1 Howie Roseman, because this is his night, and 2 our Howie Roseman, because this is his night also. Pat, we're gonna shout out Pat because this is his night. This is where Pat goes crazy. We have a special guest, but he's having technical difficulties too, and it's also his night also. But Pat, because you're going to be talking a lot, because I'm going to be listening to your draft expertise. So a good show. I'm going to wish you a good show. All right. Here we go, everybody. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was real low, Pat.
All right. Whew.
All right, so, all right, we're going to jump into it, but first we have to bring you guys our third co-host of the night, and that's you guys in the room. We thank you guys for joining and sharing this time with us. Have they made the first pick yet?
No, not yet. Kansas City fans are talking blue. Whatever.
So Jay Brown was the first person in the room.
Sure.
Jay Brown. He says, "Let's go." Rachel was second. She says, "Go Birds." Tony Byrne, our resident from Down Under, hit us earlier today to let us know that he is already he done took the day off and gave his son the day off, and they are watching the draft and they're on here with us. So we appreciate you, Tony. Raymond Williams is in the house. He said, "Let's get this party started. Go Birds." The White Brown. Excuse me. Let's get it draft day. Let's see what Howie does. You're right. Let's see what Howie does, man.
Yeah.
Sarah's in the house. She said, "It's draft night." Yes, it is. Blue City Empire Sports. Go New York, go New York, go. Oh my God.
Listen,
you know what? I put the wrong tag, hashtag on the YouTube, John. That's why they on there. I think I still got a Giants hashtag up there. So we might have some Giants fans. Richard Layton is in the house. He said, "What's up, my Eagles family?" What's up, Richard? With the number 10 pick, the Eagles pick. Who is it? You fill in the blank. You fill in the blank, Rachel. Everybody, fill in the blank. With the number 10 pick, the Philadelphia Eagles select what? Let me know what you think. John Batiste says South Carolina Bird Gang checking in this draft day, baby. Max Thompson's in the house. He says EAGLES Eagles. Yes. JT, what's up, baby? Let's go Bird Gang. All right, JT, who they getting at 10? Who they getting at 10? Let me know. He said, "Pat look nice. Shots every 5 rounds." All right, Swaggy. That's what the Swag Skywalker, aka Nerd Boy Aquatics. He said he's voting for shots every 5 picks. All right, I can do that. That sounds reasonable.
I think last year we did every 4 picks. So every 5 picks. I can agree with that.
That made this adjustment. Yeah, he didn't agree with that. Oh, what's this? I don't know what that means, but we can't understand. If you could just decipher that. He's doing Copas Margaritas. All right, he's doing the Copas Margaritas. I'm already going. Raymond said, "I'm already going there. Corona mixed with tequila, orange juice, and grenadine." You got all that in one drink, Raymond? Because I got, let me see. Can I duplicate that? I got Corona, I got tequila. Oh, I don't have no orange juice. Okay, all right, that's out. So, can you put cranberry juice in? I got cranberry juice. All right,
listen,
so
I got this big old L pause. I'm about to drink. I don't got none of that.
Pause. All right, Philly Ray says Carter. So Philly Ray says, and the Eagles selected number 10, Carter, if available. If not, we got to go Bijan. I'm with you. That my first preference would be Carter. I'm not going to lie. The guy's a beast. He's a monster.
Oh my goodness.
He is what we need with a aging Fletcher Cox on his way out, and also after losing maybe the top pass rushing D tackle in the league this past year, and that was our very own Hargrave. We need talent to back that up. I mean, that was a key part. His production was key to that sack total that we had. So we need to replace that in some way. And I talked about how we doing an okay job thus far in replacing the talent that we lost, right? Like, I mean, he hasn't gone out and gotten talent much better than the talent we lost, but I think they're on equal. Yeah, I think they're on the equal plane. Like, Monroe from Chicago, he's a tackling machine. Yeah, just like TJ was. So I don't think that we broke even there. Although we don't have the same playmaking ability that CJ had as a safety, Edmonds is solid. He's a solid safety. He just, I don't know how many turnovers he's going to get. But, hey, who knows? In our defense, when you play behind this defensive line, well, we don't know what this defensive line is going to look like. But last year's defensive line, when you're playing behind a pass rush like we had last year, you can turn into a playmaker on defense. When the defensive line, when that pass rush is making everything a little quicker in the quarterback's mind, everybody in the secondary has opportunities back there. So CJ benefited the most last year, but Edmonds, who knows? He may turn into a playmaker if we have the adequate pass rush this year. And with that adequate pass rush, we need D linemen. So I'm all aboard with Jalen Carter coming here. But, again, if Bijan is picked, I'm going to be happy also. All right, Reggie says he's doing the Jack Daniels shots. I thought I saw it. I'm sorry. Tongue twist right there. Philly Rain says he's doing Jack Daniels and Coke. Everybody gets drafted. Everyone that gets drafted tonight, put everything in your mama name.
It's a funny story behind it.
I saw that. Yeah, he did. I saw that.
Footballer overseas, this footballer his wife got a divorce, and the wife's going to take everything from him. She didn't love him. She's going to take everything from him. Come to find out, everything is in his mama name.
Yep, and nothing.
Nothing's
he
in his
can't had nothing. That's one time where the wife is mad as hell that he was a mama's boy.
Oh man,
damn mama's boy! You knew he was a mama's boy when you met him, and isn't that a red flag? I don't know, ladies on here, if you on here, if you meet a man and he's a mama's boy, is that a red flag to you? Is that a red flag? All right. So Robin says 10 minutes is too long for the first round. By now, you should know what's out there.
I thought it was
I know for the first pick. I mean, they haven't even made the first. Have they started? Did they get past the preliminaries? Let me get this one. I don't even have my TV set up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, they're just waiting. They're calling them right now.
All right. So what channel everybody watching on? Because it's on ESPN.
I'm on all channels. I'm on every single channel there.
But
listen, I do gotta say this. All right.
All right, go ahead.
I do gotta say this, and this is to you talking about Peter Skoronsky, whatever his last name is. All right,
Skoronsky. Yeah, Skoronsky.
Well, I'll be excited if we pick him up. Heck to the no. Will I be supportive of him? He's a Philadelphia Eagle. Yes, I will. But at the end of the day, when was the last time a All-Pro came out of Northwestern as a tackle or guard? I'm waiting.
Look, R. Diddy backs this guy. Ray Didinger backs this guy. And I'm not saying Ray hits 1,000, but if the great R. Diddy backs this lineman, then I'm with it. I don't think it's a bad choice. And on top of that, he has the tools to be a great offensive lineman, and then he's going to come and play in Stoutland University. He might have went to Northwestern, but he's about to join Stoutland University. All right, here we go. All right, there you go.
There you go. I'll make sure we can hear it. Looks like with the first overall pick, am I wrong? The Panthers select. I thought it was right. Oh, I'm sorry. With the first overall pick, the Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young.
All right, that was the choice, right? Everybody knew that was.
Well, he jumped Will Anderson. Will Anderson is by far he's going to be outstanding player. Like you listen, he's going to be an outstanding player. Raymond Williams is hilarious with that. Panthers traded their pick to the Bears. That was a lot.
Why am I not seeing anything? What's going on? What channel are you watching on? ESPN? Oh, you said you watching on everything.
Network. I'm watching everything.
NFL Network. What the hell's going on? Why
you see them standing up. I also watching on my phone too. So Beach Report gets a little bit quicker than everybody else.
All right. Ephraim says we need to jump up to 8 to get Robinson. If not, he thinks that Dallas will jump to 9 and get him. Yeah,
Bijan. No, listen, it's too much to jump to get Bijan Robinson
in the top 10. That would be crazy.
Let's think about this for a second. I mean, the Cowgirls, they pick around in the 20s. So pretty much you're doing what the Saints did for Ricky Williams. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm there now. They ain't even make the pick on my jaw.
Oh, sorry. I just jumped.
I'm behind. Where'd you see that on TV?
No, I got it off my Bleacher Report. So,
All right, no, don't do that. Don't do Twitter. No, that's a lot quicker. No, we gotta go by the TV. We gotta have rules here.
All right, I'll put that down. I won't go by that no more.
Yeah, don't go by that. He's going to spoil it for everybody. Look, we all watching it. We need to all synchronize our channels. I'm on NFL.
You on
Hold
NFL?
on, where my man Mel Kiper? What channel
He's on
he be on?
ESPN. Mel Kiper's
Oh, I
on
need to go to
ESPN.
ESPN, dude. I like Mel Kiper.
Mel Kiper is wrong and everything. He got 3 picks right last year. 3 total picks
I
right
know,
last
but I
year.
like to hear him get it wrong. I like to hear. I'm changing now. All right, where y'all watching it on? All right, John Batiste, NFL Network. I'm on NFL Network too. Yeah, John Batiste says Bleacher Report is like 5 minutes ahead. Hold on, let me see. All right, I think my man is ready. Let me see. I'm gonna bring you on. Shell, can you hear me? No, you can't. You can't hear us through the computer? You don't hear us through the computer? All right, I'm sorry. All right, so he can't come on yet. I'm watching Mel Yap right now. Yeah, I like Mel. All right, so Dwight is on NFL. Rachel is on ESPN. I'm going to ESPN. I'm going to ESPN because
I'm on ESPN right now too. Yeah, Mel is yapping.
All right, we're going to ESPN. Let me see. All right, where I go? Here we go. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, let me do the sounding again.
All right, we're gonna be here all night, man. Dave Brown says ESPN. Yeah, I'm going to ESPN too.
But the first pick in the first round of NFL of the 2023 NFL draft, the Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback from Alabama.
All right, let me see if I can get this. What the hell is this? Okay. All right, Bryce Young. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I got this. Oh, this is crazy. All right, okay.
Look at that watch. Sheesh.
What?
These kids got all this bling on, man. I tell you, look.
All right, so our Philadelphia Eagles picked 10th thus far, you know, as long as far as we know right now, but it could change at any time because we know Howie is that dude. So it could change. And I think it might have a great chance of changing if Jalen Carter makes it to, if he makes it to like 7th. My biggest sweat is like if he gets past Seattle, because I think out of those top 7 picks, Seattle seems most likely to pick him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that if he makes it past Seattle, he can possibly make it to 7. And if he makes it to 7, because the next team I'm worried about that may plop him is Chicago. Although they need offensive line help in the worst way, they are also a candidate, I think, that may pick Jalen Carter. They do need offensive line help, and there may be some top offensive linemen still on the board when he's there. But I wouldn't take the chance. If he makes it past Seattle and somehow gets to 7, I think Howie will go up and get him. That's my take on it. But in the case we don't get him, and when Bijan is there, I know that everybody here is including Pat is on board with getting Bijan. Any secondary picks that you guys have that you will be okay with if they don't come away, if Jalen Carter's not there and they don't pick Bijan, because I think Bijan will be there at 10. But if they don't pick Bijan, who's your plan B? A lot of people are sitting here hoping that we get Bijan, but if Bijan is not the pick, who's your plan B, or who would you be okay with hearing their name called in place of Bijan? Let me know that.
That means one of the pass rushers are still available, like a Miles Murphy. If Carter's not there, Bijan is going. Will Anderson definitely is going to go in the top 5.
Yeah, he's going.
Please don't go after a cornerback in the first round. You have people talking about Tyree Wilson, the defensive end from Texas Tech. Truthfully, he reminds me of Deion Jordan. He's lanky. He doesn't have. I don't know if I could say a Texas Tech defensive end is going to be superb in this type of defense that we need. We need people that's hungry. And one of the guys that I do like, maybe not at 10, maybe we trade back to like 13 or 14. You pick up the kid from Pittsburgh. It was the Kalen Carney, defensive tackle from Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, I've heard that name too.
Yeah, and please whatever you do, do not pick up Luke Van Ness, whatever his name
you
is.
Hear us? You hear us, Sal? You hear us?
All right.
Don't come with no bullshit. You don't have no headset on. And I told you need a headset. So please don't come on here and sound like crap. There's no echo. It's not going to be an echo. How you hearing this? All right, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
All right. Pedro says Nolan Smith. A lot of people think that's going to be the pick too.
Not
All
that
right,
early though. I don't think you should go that early.
Hello?
You gotta unmute yourself.
You on mute. You don't even have a mic connected, it says.
All right. Check. 1 2 1 2.
All right, we hear you.
Okay.
All right, but we hear ourselves too. That's why you need the headset. We can't do that. It's an echo. You don't have an headset? You got any AirPods or anything like that? That'll work too.
All right. Take me off.
All right, try that. I'm gonna take you down. All right. The bird nest was.
I would hate Skorsky.
See, Skoronski.
No,
I told
man.
you she would love Skoronski. Skoronski is
no.
I mean, it's not the sexy pick. Don't get it twisted.
Dark
but
Knight,
would
you pick Jack Driscoll number 10 right now? Would you pick Jack Driscoll number 10?
Not Jack Driscoll.
That's
but he's
who you're
not
getting.
Jack Driscoll.
That's who you're getting. They're same measurables, almost at the same.
Would you pick Ricky Williams number 10? I mean number 2. Knowing what you know about him
in this type of draft, if I'd have to give all this draft capital, heck yeah.
You want Ricky Williams instead of Marshall Faulk.
Marshall Faulk.
Do you want Ricky Williams on this team right now? How about if Bijan is Ricky Williams? Because you're assuming that Skoronski is Jack Driscoll, so I can assume that Bijan may be a bust. So if you're gonna,
wait, before you go into this,
assume that Skoronski is going to be a lesser talent on the level of Driscoll, why can't I assume that Bijan may be a lesser talent on the lines of the great running backs that have been picked early in this draft and didn't amount to much?
All right, the Texans pick is in. The second pick in the draft, the Houston Texans selects quarterback C.J. Stroud from Ohio State.
Oh, C.J. Stroud. Oh, the pick is in.
Yeah. But listen, I'm going to say this, all right? I'm going to say this. Ricky Williams.
Efren even said if Robinson is going Skoronski. All right.
Ricky Williams, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Ricky Williams, his first 3 years with the New Orleans Saints, he ran for over 3,000 yards.
Say what?
Would you want that production?
Say again. I'm sorry.
His first 3 years with the Saints, he ran for over 3,000 yards. When you want that production from Robinson, if you got that same production from Robinson, would you be satisfied with that?
Yeah, I would be satisfied. But my point was to downplay his potential like you downplay Skoronski's potential. And maybe I chose the wrong example to use. Maybe I should have chose a Ron Dayne or somebody who was spectacular in college and came to the pros, somebody who was spectacular and they had projected to be a star in the NFL as a running back. And when they were selected that high in the first round, their career didn't live up to all the hype. I'm trying to compare him to somebody like that, since you compare Skoronski to a Jack Driscoll, but his projection is to be higher than that. So I'm trying to do the same here. So do you want a Ron Dayne?
Ron Dayne helped the Giants get to the Super Bowl. So what I want to say this, right? You forget that. You don't even go there. I don't like Ron Dayne.
Yeah, but I'm at a number 10. He might have helped them, but do you want that? You want that? A Ron Dayne is good enough for you?
In the aspect that you're talking about, these running backs going early, it's only been a select few running backs that have went early in the last 15 years, and they are Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, and Zeke Elliott. Less the injuries.
There's some others though.
They have been very productive in the last 15 years. I'm talking about last 15 years.
No, go back. It's been some up there that has not been as glorious as those three. You picked the most glorious three.
I said 15 years. I didn't go farther than 15 years. 15
All right,
years,
so that's three. That's only three running backs in 15 years. So
this-
they're the
this-
only three
this is
running
what I'm
backs that was
saying.
chosen in the first round.
This is what I'm saying. You get more production with the offensive line coach that we have from later round drafts. Jason Kelce
All right,
was
now that I agree with. I agree
a
with
6th round draft pick, wasn't he? Or 5th round draft pick?
I agree with that.
Mulatto was a 7th round draft pick. These are starters in NFL that are in the top 3 or top 5 of their position.
Eagles trade up for Big Will. Well, hold up, man. What you talking about, Sean?
No trade yet.
Okay, stop playing with me, Sean. You know we on this. Everybody's information is coming out at different times, so you might be getting information ahead of me, and I'm thinking like, what? They traded? Stop! Don't do that to me, Sean. All right, John Petit says we get number 66 pick from Arizona and send pick number 94 and a 2024 5th round pick to them in the Jonathan Gannon case. We were talking over that.
Yeah,
go ahead.
The Eagles and Cardinals settled. The Eagles and Cardinals settled a tampering investigation today involving the hiring of former Philadelphia defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon as Arizona head coach per sources. Terms: Eagles traded pick 94 in this draft and a 2024 5th round pick to the Cardinals for pick 66 in this year's draft. So they actually move up, and that settles the tampering. The Cardinals self-reported this for what I got. So now we still have 6 picks.
Right.
But we just move up in the 3rd round instead of being in the last pick in the 3rd round. We're now in the middle pack. I think we're higher now in the 3rd round this year. That actually bodes well for us. All right,
Pedro said he would trade down and go get Nolan Smith, but we might. Nolan Smith might be their 10th, and I'm hearing that he's a viable option also for the Eagles to take at number 10. So, I'm hearing, in reading the articles and reports on the draft by various reporters, there's a few names. Nolan Smith has been floated around a lot today, as a matter of fact. Nolan Smith, of course, Bijan, that's the big talk. Jalen Carter, which, something we would have to make a move to get Jalen Carter. But his name, who else says that D tackle you said you didn't like just now? What's that guy?
He said, 40, are you drinking a 40 ounce? I'm actually not drinking a 40 ounce. This is a Belgian
40 ounce
L beer that I got at the when I went
What's
to the
up, James?
store.
James in the house.
It's pretty doggone good.
Texas moving up to 3. Am I missing something? Is this Texas moving up to he's hoping the Texans move up to 3. All right, so Arizona's on the clock right now, the 3rd pick in the draft. Houston's up again. What are you talking about? I got Arizona picking now.
Yeah, Arizona's picking number 3 right now.
Who went number 2 was another quarterback, right?
Yeah, CJ Stroud went number 2 overall.
Number 2, Will Anderson to Houston. You think Will Anderson will make it to Houston?
Yeah, he's going to
What
Houston.
happened?
So the Arizona Cardinals
did move up. I'm behind. I gotta go on Twitter. Y'all scooping me. Y'all can't be scooping me. Damn it. Hold on. I gotta go to Twitter now. Y'all got me.
So they went back-to-back picks. Wow.
Houston now on the clock. Houston is it. Oh, they moved up to 3. And they took Will Anderson, huh?
Not yet.
I think somebody reported in the chat room. That was just a guess. All right, so BJ say Houston, Will Anderson to Houston. It's not been announced yet, but the Texas trading up to number 3.
I wonder what the conversation was, because that's a lot to move up.
Yeah, that is a lot. Who had the 2nd pick? They had the 2nd pick?
No, yeah, they had the 2nd pick. Unless they traded the 2nd pick to 3rd pick.
No, they traded. They took that. They got back-to-back picks, so they got the 2nd pick, and they traded up to get the 3rd. There go D'Amico Ryans right there. Look, he like, yo, we got to get Will Anderson out this bitch. He happy. He like, yo, we about to get Will Anderson out this man. He happy, yo. He giving bump. Yo, That's got to be exciting for a first-time head coach, defensive-minded, and to get handed a quarterback, a franchise quarterback, they're hoping, and a cornerstone to that defense will be an awesome start to his coaching career down in Houston. Now, don't get me wrong. Houston is a mess. They need more than just those two, but it starts with building with solid foundational pieces, and Will Anderson will definitely be that. And there's a good chance that Stroud can also be that too. So they're coming out and they're swinging. Houston is coming out and swinging. The pick is in.
I'm gonna dump on Houston real quick, but let's hear this.
So Roger Goodell's about to announce it.
Wow. So the Houston Texans do select Will Anderson Jr.
Will Anderson Jr. goes to
what they had to give. I think they had to give up a lot to get that. That's just crazy.
They did. We'll have to look at that.
Because you went from 2, you went from 12 to you went to 12 to 3. You already had the number 2 pick, but that Houston team, like you just said,
I would love to see what they received as compensation for that.
But that Texans team really need a lot of help. They're really that bad. Like it's scary how bad what the former coach / GM did to that team, and really took that team down like they are now. You know, you had stars on that team. You had DeAndre Hopkins on that team, JJ Watt, Clowney. Like you had a foundation who should still been going strong right now.
Right. But where are they? Where's this draft?
They're in Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. Oh.
Yeah. So it looks like they gave up the 12th pick, 34th pick for the 3rd pick. That's all you needed to get up to the 3rd pick?
Wow, what they do?
They gave up the 12th and the 34th pick to move up to the 3rd pick.
Oh, wow.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Arizona are idiots. I'm sorry. So you move all the way back to 12 after you was 3, and you need help. You need offensive line help.
Yeah, they are a mess too. Arizona's a mess too. I mean, it couldn't happen to a better coach.
How about that?
Arizona's a mess, man. Houston's a mess, but they just helped out Houston by making that deal and allowing, again, like I said, a first-year head coach to get 2 cornerstone pieces as he tries to reshape that culture down there in Houston and build a winner. He has 2 foundational pieces. Will Anderson, I know we are darn near guaranteeing his success in the NFL, right? It remains to be seen because he hasn't played a snap yet. But yeah, it's a reason why he's the number 3 pick in this draft.
He's been good since he came on the field. Since he started for the Crimson Tide. Like he's been that good since he's been able to start for Alabama. So he's only going to get better when he learns hand placement, how to set tackles up, how to inside outside rush, how to use his speed. He's gonna be a very good defense in moving forward.
James says, I hope we get BJ. I think this kid. Oh, he took the. Can you hear us, Shell? You don't hear me through the headset? You hear me through your headset? All right, I'm gonna give you a try. I'm gonna try him again. Hold up. Yo.
Check. 1, 2.
I hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes.
All right, there you go. All right, our special guest is Shell is in the house.
Put your glasses on, man.
Yeah, we'll put your glasses on, man. Come on. All right, there you go. There's Shell. And you guys, any regulars know that Shell he was the original 3rd co-host on our Eagles Talk program. He's been going on assignment in his daytime job is armed security. So he's not able to be with us as often as in the past. But tonight, for this special draft show, Shell has shown up. And this is the time when the Sandlin brothers in the past, they just take over the show. And I'm basically just here for comic relief and the call the shots and stuff like that on tonight, on days like tonight. So I'm so elated to have you here, Shell. You know, we can use your expertise, but if anybody's a fan and a follower and a long time listener of the show, we already know who you like. We never forgot Saquon the year of Saquon Barkley. So we know who your vote is going for in this 10th pick. But tell the people who do you want? Who do you want?
Bijan Robinson, running back, Texas, baby. Woo!
Well, Shell is, first of all, it's like you're a traitor. You're a traitor, dog.
Why?
You're a linebacker. You're a menace. You're a defensive mind. You're a defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Who you want to get?
Jalen Carter is out there, and you want Bijan Robinson.
Well, Jalen Carter.
Everybody who's a defensive player, everybody in the defensive fraternity should be turning on you. Pat, you're a cornerback. You guys are turning your backs on your brethren here.
So the best case for our defense was what, number 1 last year on sacks. We were our top 3 defense last year, and we still lost. Our defense did the job. We needed more points than they did, right? We needed them to control the clock. Besides the aspect of Jalen Hurts being able to scramble on these certain plays and stuff of that nature, we need a running back that's dependable, that can get those hard, tough yards, that can see those lanes, that not on the first play, instead of hitting up the hole and getting that 3 yards, the hard 3 yards, bouncing it outside, losing the yard, fumbling, and hurting your arm. We don't need that. We don't need that type of player. We need a player that's a hard-nosed player at that running back position.
All right, Shell. That's what we need.
I'm gonna say this.
All right. Hold on. Wait a minute.
All right, the pick is there.
With the 4th pick, what coach? Where they at now? What the coach said?
The
coach select Anthony Richardson.
That's a surprise. Florida. Nobody thought. Well, you know, I heard a couple mocks today on Sports Talk Radio where 2 of the hosts did have Anthony Richardson down, but a lot of mocks did not have the Colts picking Anthony Richardson. They actually had them picking
Will Levis.
Will Levis. So this is a surprise. So this may shake things up a little bit. The Seattle Seahawks, this is very important if we are on board for all the Jalen Carter opponents. I mean backers. This is key. This next pick by Seattle is key on whether Jalen Carter may be available for the Sixers to possibly jump up again.
Not for the Sixers. For the Eagles.
I'm talking about for the Eagles. I'm sorry. For the Eagles. Got a little basketball on my mind. But all right. So this next pick, you know, Anthony Richardson, who's in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is our
offensive coordinator.
Our offensive coordinator, right? So he likes the athletic tools, the physical tools that this guy has, because he's a raw talent, right? He is stacked. His build, his physicality. I mean, his physical build is phenomenal. He can throw. He has an arm. He has a cannon for an arm. He can run. He looks good. So our offensive coordinator, who probably is going to run some variation of what we saw with the Eagles last year, he thinks that this guy is best suited to carry out his game plan, his offensive strategy. And Anthony Richardson moved up in the draft process this offseason tremendously to the point where he's the number 4 pick in this draft. Wow, it's amazing. All right, so this might have shaken things up a little bit in this first round. So here, Seattle's on the clock. If Jalen Carter makes it back past him, I don't know. I think Las Vegas. Actually, I think Las Vegas might have been an Anthony Robinson destination too. If he hadn't gone to the coast, Anthony Richardson could have possibly been picked by Las Vegas. That's a classic What's this? Al. That's a classic Al. Darn, I got brain freeze. Raiders.
Oh,
yeah, Al Davis. That's a classic Al Davis pick. Would be Richardson, but he's been picked by Indianapolis Colts.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna shut it down for you right now, because there's a few things that's needed out there with these teams with the Seattle. Seattle does need some guys on defense. There are some guys that's available on defense, but they more or less need offensive alignment more than anything. These next two picks, they need offensive alignment. This is where your Peter Swarovski and Paris Johnson can go. Like these teams. These
all right,
teams
let me go to some comments. I'm sorry, I'll let you finish this thought, Pat. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done.
All right, okay. So go to the comments out there. The first comment it's on the screen right now, and it's James Edgefield from YouTube. He says the Hawks are picking Carter, no doubt. Well, then we got to get ahead of the Hawks then. All right. So Dawson says, so who do y'all think we're getting for 7th pick? I'm late to the podcast today. For the 7th pick? Hold up. Wait a minute. We don't have the 7th pick. Dawson, you got the right fan group? Oh, all right. So he said, all right. He said 10th pick. All right. He made the correction down here. I don't know, but Carter is so far. Well, the pick's not in yet, is it? But no. Carter so far, if he makes it past this pick right here, I think we got a good chance of maybe being in the mix to move up to get Carter. So if the Seahawks, this is I'm nervous because I do want Jalen Carter. So this is the pick right here that I think that if he can make it past them, then we're in play. We're in play. I don't think Detroit takes him, and I don't think Las Vegas takes him. We're in play. So we'll hold on to see. V says Anthony should be sending Jalen a thank you text for showing the NFL you can win with a running quarterback. That's the truth right there. Yeah. With the success that Jalen had this past year, and he's not a prototypical running quarterback, but his skill set lent him to be an effective quarterback in the scheme that they ran last year. And so anybody with that type of those type of athletic abilities and an arm like that, you can't help. You know, everybody, it's a copycat league. So the hot thing now is Jalen. So if you can find another Jalen out there, I guess you go with it. And this guy seems to resemble Jalen Hurts, I guess.
So I just saw a comment by Philly Rain, my boy Jared out there, that said that talking about the Seahawks may go quarterback right here. I don't see it, even though they just re-signed Geno. Yes, you just said it in your comment. They need offensive line help. They need something to protect their investment. You know, we talk about protecting our investment. We still have the best offensive line in football. Let's be honest. You plug a guy into that left guard position, which is going to be the center guard that we have from last year. You can plug him with Jack Driscoll into that position. I'm gonna keep saying that because they're the same players.
Stop it!
And Peter Swarovski are the same players. Let's be honest. All right. Yeah. You want to select Jack Driscoll number 10 overall, would you?
Oh my God! You're gonna kill me with that all night. All night I'm at the hear this. All right, look, it's taking a long time, so I don't know if there's a work. The pick is in. Okay, all right, everybody, hold your breath. I know it doesn't really affect the B-John fans because they know, but it's me as a Jalen Carter person. I'm looking at this very carefully.
I mean, Seattle do need a running back. No, they don't.
No, they don't. They don't need a running back. They need a quarterback, man.
Yeah, Seattle.
They just re-signed Geno Smith. Geno Smith player.
He could be a gap. He could be a bridge quarterback for this next pick.
So they wait for next year. They wait for a quarterback for next year because the top 3 quarterbacks win already. You gonna pick Will Levis as a no? I mean no. Will Levis shouldn't even go in the first round. To be honest with you, if you watch his play, the 3 quarterbacks that went. I know the first 2 were like the top 2 rated, but. Anthony Richardson was the next one. He was the 3rd rated quarterback. Yes. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Anthony Richardson does have the ability to be a top tier a top 10
I seen him
quarterback.
play last year against LSU, Florida State, and he actually did really well, man. Especially rolling out to the left or the right, getting rid of the ball. He had no problem doing that.
No. Well, yes, I do think in the later rounds, I think in the later rounds we do pick Jason Kelsey and
All right,
Lane
Danny
Johnson.
Ritchie is saying likely Carter here. We're hoping not. I'm hoping it's not, Danny. I'm hoping that they don't, and we can still be in play for him. Seahawks went they went cornerback. That's what Philly Rain says. All right, Philly Rain must be a little ahead of us. I hope he's right.
We're gonna let it announce.
Yeah,
they
we're
did
gonna
go
let
with
them
Witherspoon.
announce
That's a good pick for them.
That is a good pick. That's a solid pick for them, and it bodes well for us.
I didn't have
anyway.
I have Devin Witherspoon as a top 10 pick. I'll be honest with you. I had him at top 15. Yes, he does have that ability, but at 4 or 5, like,
All right. So after this pick right here, we're going to be celebrating or shouting.
We're gonna
be doing that with a shot after this pick. Every five picks, we're doing shots. So it'll be after this pick, and the pick is in.
The Seattle Seahawks choose cornerback Devin Witherspoon with the number.
Yes.
Pick.
All right. We're still alive. Jalen Carter is still a possibility here. How many people are rooting for Jalen Carter? I mean, nobody's rooting for Jalen Carter. Okay. All right. I'm the only one. Okay. I get it. Look, Kiara's out there like, yes, Kiara. You're right. Look. So Devin Witherspoon goes to the Seattle Seahawks. It's solid cornerback. But tell me a little bit about him, Pat.
Let me give you this knowledge real quick about Devin Witherspoon. He is a particular tough cornerback in a Big Ten, a league that prides itself on making tackles, playing close man to man, playing very good in zone. He did a pretty good doggone job against our receivers in Penn State. Is he a top 10 corner?
Nah.
It depends on what scheme he's in. So he's going to Seattle. Seattle tends to have a pretty good scheme for these guys at 6 feet and above. So I mean, is he a good corner? Yes. Is he better than Christian Gonzalez? That's here to be seen. Is he better than Joey Porter Jr. from Penn State? That's still here to be seen. They are the top 3 corners right there. So you could pretty much interchange all 3 of these corners to be satisfied, depending on the system you put these guys in.
All right. Well, but to be honest, I'm gonna just keep it 100. I don't give a damn, but I just worry. I'm just I don't give a damn. I mean, he could be a bust. He's
a solid tackler. They did a pretty good guy, man.
My guy, and that's all. But good luck to the young man. I hope he has all the success.
All right, let's do the shot, man. Let's get the shot going.
Yeah, let's do this. Rachel says she's with me on Jalen. Jay Brown says he wants Carter. All right, so here we go. Here we go. You are watching Eagles Talk, our annual NFL draft show. And we've got the gang back together again. I'm here, your man Dante the Dark Knight, with the Sandlin boys. Pat and Shell are both here on their favorite night of the year, draft night. So we're going to get to listen to their expertise all night. They watch college football like they love that shit. All right, so I'm doing the Terramana Resposado, and Pat is doing tequila himself.
I'm doing a romantic.
I'm doing tequila. I'm doing Deleon.
All right, so all of us, it's a 3 for 3. We're doing tequila. So everybody out there, let us know what you're doing. We've made the agreement at the beginning of the show because this is a long show. So every 5 shots. So that's not too bad. All right, so here we go. To our Philadelphia Eagles, to Howie. And thank you guys for not picking Jalen Hurts. All right, so here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
You got to take this. Listen.
All right, this somebody that know you from your semi-pro days, Shell.
Huh?
Shell, long time since semi-pro. This somebody that you know from your semi-pro days. They said it's Swag Skywalker, aka Nerd Boy Aquatics. He said, "Shell, long time."
Oh yeah. What's up, man?
Oh, they recognize you, Shell. All right, James says the schemes mean everything, no matter if you're on offense or defense. They all need to go to a coach that knows how to put them in the right scheme to succeed. I'm glad you brought that up, James, because I think that we have there's a lot of things to like about our team, right? And one of the things I do like is our coaching staff, right? Because player development is very, very important, especially when you're making these picks on draft night here. You have to have the right staff in place to help them transition to the NFL and improve, because they're not finished products when they come out of college, right? So you need a staff that is strong in player development. And I think that our staff here in Philadelphia is good at just that. The training staff is definitely excellent. We had one of the healthiest seasons in a long time here last year, and we are seeing players being developed here, especially along the offensive line.
We got a trade.
Trade.
The Arizona no.
Arizona trading up to 6.
Arizona Cardinals this trade up to number 6. So that
they're going to take. They're taking Jalen. The mother effers is Gannon, and Gannon is trying to stick it to us. I'm telling you, he's taking. Oh my God, this son of a. I'm drinking. Jackie Myers says I'm drinking Shannon Sharp Shea Porter cognac. Oh wow, I can't do cognac. I'm sorry. Cognac really messes me.
I got a quick question. What's your perception, Pat, about Will Anderson if we don't get Jalen?
Will Anderson is gone already.
He's gone.
Will Anderson is number 3. Let me give you a recap.
Yeah,
number 1 overall.
Okay.
Yeah, number 1 overall, Bryce Young. Number 2, C.J. Stroud, quarterbacks. Number 3, Will Anderson, edge rusher. Number 4, Anthony Richardson, quarterback, Florida. Number 5, Devin Witherspoon. Number 6 was just traded. Arizona Cardinals are on the clock right now. Not Arizona, Phoenix Cardinals. What are they called? Arizona, what are they?
They're Arizona Cardinals.
All right.
Arizona.
They do need offensive line help, though.
All right. Well,
so Paris
Johnson.
Line.
I like Paris Johnson over Peter Shufflesky.
Peter Shufflesky.
Shufflesky. I do like him for 2 reasons. One, Peter's only 6'4".
Not yet, Jackie.
At 13 pounds, and Paris is 6'6" at 320 pounds, and he had a better sideline shuffle than Peter did. And you watch the tapes, C.J. Stroud hardly got touched. Peter Stroud's not a running quarterback. He's a pocket quarterback, and he hardly got touched.
He is a pocket quarterback when you have those.
He's mobile. He is mobile.
But you had those receivers, so let's be honest, and let's not say he's not a mobile, athletic quarterback. He is. Now, the Cardinals did move up to number 6. The Lions received number 12 in the second round pick, number 34. And with the 6th overall pick, the pick is in. Okay. Like I said, they're gonna go offensive lineman. I just got the feeling right now that they're going offensive lineman, because that's what they need, to protect their quarterback.
Yeah, they just gave him a lot of money too.
Yeah, so it's the same thing with the Raiders. Raiders actually need a quarterback, so I can see Will Levis going there. So with the 6th pick, come on, you guys, you're going too slow over here. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be Paris Johnson. I almost can guarantee that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Paris over Peter. Pause.
All right, y'all. With the 6th pick, the Arizona Cardinals select tackle Paris Johnson. Told you.
Yeah, he like I said, he's a lot bigger. 6'6", 320 pounds. Solid. He's a 2-year starter. He plays against top-notch, defensive players in the Big Ten, and he was consistent in that game, in that championship game, man. So I do see. I think he's going to develop. He's going to be about 360, 350 when he's done. But I think he's definitely solid at the tackle position, man.
No, he don't need to go up that high. He need to stay where he at. He doesn't need to go past 320. All right. These days are having these.
He's gonna put 25 pounds on, man.
No. You get him on his. You get him on the NFL program. He's going to at least be a solid 320. He don't need to go higher than that because he's going to need to be athletic. He's going to need to be able to reach. And at the tackle position, the behemoths are gone now these days. Shell. The behemoths of being 6'6", 350 like John Runyon and Trey Thomas. Those days are gone. These tackles nowadays are 6'6", 300 pounds. Look at Lane Johnson. Look at Trent Williams. These guys are athletic at these tackles positions because the offense dictates them to be athletic. So he should stay at that weight. He needs to stay at that weight. And truthfully, I don't care what he stays at. The Raiders don't pick who we
No, I'm just getting back, and we
Mark?
dodged another bullet. Paris Johnson goes to. He's a good offensive tackle, very highly rated, probably the top offensive lineman in the draft, and he goes to Arizona. Good luck to him. Good luck to well, I don't really wish Jonathan, but anyway, good luck. I'm just happy they didn't take Jalen Carter. Now, this is very, very important because this is the area right here. If he makes it here, I think that look out for the Eagles right here. Look out for the Eagles. Jalen Carter has dropped thus far to number 7 thus far, and I don't think that Las Vegas would take him. Las Vegas, I don't think that they take him. So
they need a quarterback. They need another receiver. Because they lost Roger, the guy that got into the car accident,
right?
Or they need a quarterback. Those are the 3 they need.
Right.
They just lost.
Listen,
like they just lost the first round draft last year. They got arrested. That was stupid.
So they signed Jimmy Garoppolo as their quarterback going forward. But you still need somebody to develop. You still need somebody behind Jimmy G because he always gets injured. Let's not say he doesn't get injured. He always gets injured. So you need a second quarterback to develop behind him to breed up so he can be that bridge quarterback. He's 31 years old. He got at least 5 more years in this league because of his health. All right, let's be honest. That's the Raiders. Now behind the Raiders, you have the Falcons. Falcons can be a wild card, and you have the Bears. Now these 2 teams, don't tell them what they could go after because I could see the Falcons taking Bijan Robinson because they need a runner. They need weapons. They need weapons.
Period. They need a quarterback too, don't they? Don't they need a quarterback too? Though,
the Bears taking our D tackle though.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the Bears now. So this is where I said to really look out because the Bears is the biggest threat to Jalen Carter right now that's still on the board. So this will be an opportune time for Howie to make that move and it shouldn't cost that much now, right? Because you're not trying to move up to like 5 or anything like that. So the compensation shouldn't be that great. You're only trying to move up 2 spots if you're trying to get the eighth pick, right? So 2 spots shouldn't cost us that much. Danny, are you with me on this? Danny's out there. Danny says Chicago's the only one I'm worried about for Carter in the next 3. You're right, and that's what I just explained that right there. So this will be a great time for Howie to make a move if he's going to make one, and if he does not, then Bijan Robinson supporters pop the champagne.
I can literally see this.
If he doesn't move up here,
I could tell you this
because we're getting one or the other.
Let me give you this. Let me give this scenario. All right, I can literally see this happening because it looks like Christian Gonzalez is going to go in this next pick, next 2 picks. He's a cornerback from Oregon. So I could see the Eagles picking their pick at number 10, taking Jalen Carter because he's going to be available, right? Trading back into the teens and picking Bijan.
Now, see that and I said that last week, and I said that sounds. I said that's a Howie.
That sounds like a Howie.
That sounds like Howie, right? If he gets somehow, that sounds like Howie. Yeah. And I said that. I said hypothetically, how great would it be if Howie walks out of this draft with both Jalen Carter and Bijan Robinson? I know this is
the thing
very.
About it is, it's just it has Howie's writing all over it because of the fact that Carter would flourish here with his college teammates.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That would keep him in order.
Our D line would be crazy, man.
Oh,
That rotation would be crazy, man. As a D coordinator, I love to have non-defensive linemen for rotation. That would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I'm gonna pick the next 3 picks. I said the Raiders should go corner this position. I think they're gonna go defensive end. I totally forgot about Tyree Wilson. He just popped up on my timeline.
Oh wow!
The defensive end from Texas Tech. I think they might go him, or they might go Miles Murphy at the next position.
Right, and I agree with Mark, our producers on it. He says the Eagles will have a ton of draft picks next year for trade capital. Yes, that's right.
Sorry, I got to do this. I'm not a Ohio State guy, but next year when Marvin Harrison Jr. come out, I would trade everything in my draft.
Oh yeah,
because let's be honest.
Off the board. He's the first man off the board.
No, he's not. He's not gonna be the first man. The quarterback's gonna be the first person off the board.
Did you see?
From USC.
Did you see?
From
you watched football
from
last
USC.
year?
Wide receivers don't go number 1. Look, wide receivers don't go number 1. I'll be honest with you. I don't care how good they are in college. They don't go number 1.
Boy, have we missed the Sandlin brothers arguments. Boy, remember the good old days, Danny? Danny remembers. Remember the good old days, Danny, when the Sandlin boys used to get the shots up in them and then they'd be going at it.
Hey, Shell, one shot back. Oh, wait. Shell,
back
one shot
in those
back,
days,
though.
I sat in the middle of them. I had to separate these guys.
So the Raiders going to go defensive end here. I can guarantee it now. Defensive end, they're going to go defensive end. Either it's going to be Miles Murphy or it's going to be Tyree Wilson. They're not going to go corner. So that basically gives us an opportunity to draft one of the two, Jalen Carter or Bijan. And I really believe that they both want to be available.
I'm 2 in there.
Pete Skoronski.
Oh yeah, the Chicago Bears are picking Peter Skoronski so we can stop saying that doggone name.
I hope.
A Northwestern tackle that's gonna move the guard. Gonna go top 10.
All right, so and this is another strategy that Howie might have. He might say that he's okay with either one of those guys. So Jalen Carter's still in play, right? So maybe Howie doesn't make the move. Maybe he says, all right, I'll gamble on these next 2 picks.
I got some news.
Crazy.
What?
With the number 7 pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select defensive end Tyree Wilson.
Oh my goodness. We still in play. All right, so let me finish this narrative. So like we're getting close now. So maybe Howie is like, I'm reserved to getting one or the other. All right, so maybe he doesn't do anything and just see what happens. Yeah, Carter is dropping a lot. Tony Barron just said that. We still got a good chance. I mean, I don't know if I would gamble. If I really want Carter, I don't know if I would gamble and see. I don't know if I would take the chance.
The Falcons need
I don't think the Falcons
quarterback or a corner. The Bears need offensive line help. They need offensive line help. If they go defense with this draft, if they go running back with this draft, they're idiots. Because that quarterback's going to be behind.
But this is a prime position for them, right? We could get – I'm sorry. I mean, Shell, go ahead.
I see the Falcons getting Tyreek Stevenson from Miami, 6 foot 2 quarters, ran a 4.4 at the combine, or Cam Smith from South Carolina, 6'1", 4.43, shutdown corner, played in the SEC.
Flag.
Cam Smith.
Yeah.
Is he
South Carolina?
Did Christian Gonzalez go yet?
Christian Gonzalez didn't go. Joey Porter Jr.
Do you think this guy Cam Smith is going to go over Christian Gonzalez?
He's 6, almost 6'2", 4.40. Shut down.
You're worried about this speed again. There you go. You're doing the thing. And yes, I did the hand thing. He's doing the speed again.
He's a sucker for speed.
All right.
we had a fast guy, Rager. How about that guy? You liked him? He had your speed. He had your 40
I didn't want him. I wanted Metcalf. Remember?
No, that wasn't the Rager draft. Metcalf wasn't the Rager draft.
All right, so Michelle, who you're talking about at corner? It's Cam Smith. Cameron.
That's it. It's Cam Smith.
South Carolina. He's gonna go later in the teens and maybe the 20s. He's not gonna go top.
All right. 10. They're still on the clock. Who's that going up on the stage now?
That's Tyree Wilson.
Oh, okay. All right. That's Tyree. All right.
The guy should remind me of Deion Jordan in Oregon. So the Falcons,
which plays. All right, let me go to some comments out here. All right, Kiara says Tyree Wilson, we still good. Yeah, you're right. Danny says, I think Carter's off-field issues pushed him down the board a bit. Eagles taking them would be perfect. So Dean and Davis to keep him in check. Yeah, for real. And he's going to need that in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you come from the country and it's, it's a little gully down there, that's cool. But when you come to Philly, this is like big city gully. So if you're not disciplined enough, this city can have you. It can amplify the youthful, the mischief, youthful thinking that goes on in young kids' minds. So yeah, he would definitely need to be mentored or supervised, so to speak. But I hope that I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Someone lost their life, so it's very, very serious. Mm-hmm. I hate to say but because once you say but, it's like everything I said before that means nothing. But he's a young guy, right? And all of us were young once. He wasn't drinking. He was just doing things that we have done at our young age, which was make unwise decisions. You know what I'm saying? Well, we've all done it at 21. And his involved racing the car. And very, very, very unfortunate that someone lost their lives. But I
gotta be honest with you. I think it is very unfortunate. Chris Carter was an alcoholic. He couldn't stay off the booger sugar. Couldn't stay off the drinking. He went to Minnesota and became a better person and became one of the all-time leader receivers in NFL history. Things change on your atmosphere or places that you go. And I gotta be honest with you. Somebody said it a minute ago about the Falcons drafting a running back would be such a Falcons move.
Yeah,
it is. They need a quarterback. They need offensive line. They need defensive line. Drafting a running back it's idiotic. All right, so I do got I do think the Falcons will take Bijan.
Yeah, you think they're going to take Bijan? So yeah, this is not good because if Pat's hunch is true, then we're in really we're there's a big threat to us getting either
Peter Skorowski.
Because we're going to get Skorowski, but that's all right. Skorowski's going to be all right. He's going to be his foundational piece. He's going to come right in and start immediately at guard if we have to go that way. But we still have a chance. All right. So if what you say, Pat, is true, and Bijan Robinson goes to Atlanta, it messes up everything for me because I'm very, very scared that Chicago picks Jalen Carter. So
he becomes our
two most coveted picks could possibly go in these next two picks. So we have to be very concerned about what Atlanta does. I mean, you're right. They are kind of wacky. I know they need a quarterback, but it would be stupid for them to take a running back right here.
So let me speak on
I don't think they'll do it.
They do dumb things. That's Atlanta. That's why they didn't win the Super Bowl. When you do dumb things. If you give a toddler a gun, if you get a toddler loaded pistol, chances are he might pull the trigger. That's Atlanta. Right? They're in that same atmosphere, right? So it doesn't surprise me that they do dumb stuff like this all the time. And they're gonna pick this kid knowing they need an offensive line help, knowing they need a freaking quarterback, knowing they need wide receivers. He's gonna be a bust in their system, and everybody gonna say, "Oh, see, we shouldn't got him." No, he's gonna go somewhere else and be a star. Now I might be wrong. It might be the one star in their whole offense, and that's it. But you know what?
All right. The pick is in.
It sucks. It sucks.
Danny Ritchie, right we are so connected. Danny says if we lose them both, go Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith is almost his build is very, very similar to Hassan Reddick. Imagine if we can have two Hassan Reddicks on either side of the outside there rushing the quarterback. That would be incredible. And I wouldn't be opposed to it either. The Falcons pick is in. Who will it be? Who will it be? Here we go. Man, oh, we lost Bijan. All right, Philly Rain already got the joint. He said we lost Bijan. You were right, Pat. I'm going to wait to hear it.
This is messed up, man.
They just wasted. They just wasted Bijan. This is very similar to Saquon going to the Giants, because you pick these franchise running backs, and the difference between Bijan, Christian McCaffrey, Ezekiel Elliott, and Saquon Barkley, the difference is that he would have come to a team that was prepared to have a dynamic running back. We already have an offensive line intact. We were just in the Super Bowl. Those past running backs that I named went to teams that weren't very good. That's why they had high draft picks. So they were counted on to kind of carry that offense. And they were on bad teams trying to carry offenses, and it didn't bode well for them. Christian McCaffrey was very fortunate that he got traded to the San Francisco 49ers, because now he can take advantage of his prime on a good team. Saquon is still kind of in his prime, and the Giants are getting good now. But this guy, Bijan, would have been coming to a ready, set offense, explosive, and he wouldn't have been asked to carry the whole load. He would have just been part of an explosive offensive set there. But he goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and they now have Bijan Robinson. Damn.
His mama was wearing
all right,
green.
Eagles up to number 9. Will the Eagles go up to number 9?
So we got Jalen Carter. That's what we picking.
All right, so I'll take Jalen Carter. All right, we're up to number 9. We'll take Jalen Carter. So they switch with Chicago. Why would you switch with Chicago? If they're willing to trade with you, then that means they don't want Jalen Carter. They know, but I guess to make that trade, it kind of solidifies that you're going to get Jalen Carter. So we're going to get Jalen Carter, man, and that's who I wanted coming out of this draft. Number 1, and number 2 was Bijan, and he went before that. But I'm very satisfied with Jalen Carter, man. I'm very, very satisfied with that.
I'm cool with it. I am very. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, they moved up to get Skorowski. It's like normally kid.
I will.
Oh, look, Mark says Bijan just seen banging his head against the wall. I would too. I mean, like, damn, he was this close from coming to a Super Bowl contender, a team that, you know, they probably watched last year. And young people, you know how they are, the flavor of the month type of people. Last year, the Eagles became that flavor of the month. So what young talent wouldn't like to come out and play in a situation like Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, people that have not been far removed from the college game themselves, so they know these guys pretty well, right? And who would not have loved to come here and play alongside of some explosive young offensive talent there? And I feel sorry for him. I would have loved to have him here in the house, but I think we're still going to fill a big needed position of need here in defensive tackle, especially since we lost Hargrave. We get to replace him with a franchise defensive tackle, and if he lives up to his potential, he's going to be our Fletcher Cox. I mean, he's going to pick that mantle up from Fletcher Cox and most recently from Hargrave there, and we need that. Oh my God, can you imagine? We got the Georgia defensive line in there. Oh, we got 3 big pieces from the Georgia defense there.
I'm gonna be so honest with you.
And Dean, and they're all playing this year. You better believe it.
Yeah, Dean's gonna have to, like we spoke earlier. Dean's gonna have to step it up, man. He's gonna play a lot of football this year. Like I said, he should have got a little more rotation last year. But he has the ability to cover from sideline to sideline. He definitely can cover the backfield, and he's going to have to pick up that tight end, or that they call him that flex. They call him that flex now. So he's going to have to cover that flex when he's going down a seam or going on them out routes.
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. Anybody can get on that, James? That's a great question. What did we give up for moving up? I'm curious.
I think we just swapped picks. They're telling us right now. You ain't
just swap picks. They had to get something extra. They're not just swapping just because they like us.
They probably called him and said, who you picking at 9? They say, who you picking at 9? Oh, we picking
Nah,
this
they
at 9.
gave him something, dog. They got something.
They gave him something.
He said, well, that didn't go as planned. Well, when it's planned for me, Steven, because I wanted Jalen, and we got him. Anyone else here notice ESPN still using our old name, Mark? Yeah, they are. We're not. We don't even use that. What did that switch cost us? We still got 30. Yeah, we can still get Gibbs, and that's a good point. The first person that brought that up, I want to give you credit.
I'll pull it up for you in a second. Give me 1 second.
All right, Philly Rain, and I had that mindset anyway. Like I wasn't really. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shell.
I said the pick is in.
All right, the pick is in. All right, so that was my thought process anyway. I was thinking, all right, if we get Jalen Carter, we still have a shot at Gibbs at the end of the round. And Gibbs he's not chopped liver here. Don't get it twisted. I know.
Oh wow!
I know
so they gave a 4th round pick next year. They gave him a 4th round pick
next year. Oh yeah, I see it right there. Next year, 4th round pick. So yeah, they got a little, a little something, little spice, just to swap picks, so the Eagles can guarantee that they were going to get Jalen Carter, because I don't even have to look at the screen, but that's going to be the pick. That's going to be the pick, and I'll be surprised if it's not. I'll be very surprised.
I'm be very upset and very pissed if we.
They're comparing this guy to Danian Tomlinson, and it's funny. Danian Tomlinson's nephew's in the draft this year.
All right, Rachel is asking you, why don't you want Jalen, Pat?
Jalen who? Carter?
Jalen Carter, yeah.
Yeah, I do want Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is my second guy I don't have on my list. It was Bijan or Jalen. If Jalen's available, you take Jalen. If Bijan available, you take Bijan. That's simple math. You don't go Peter.
I'm not. All right. Tony's like, don't jinx this, Dante. All right, no, we're not. We're getting Jalen Carter. If the pick is in, where's Rain at? Rain usually knows before we did. Where Rain at? Rain usually let us know. He about to pop up right now. Philly Rain.
Yeah,
we got him.
Carter.
Jalen Carter. It's in. Yeah. All right. So we got to still wait for another.
Right
we got to. All right. I guess we can do it right now.
Let's look at that.
Jalen Carter to the Philadelphia Eagles.
You can't even get up.
Dude, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do our shots. Come on, baby. Do a shot.
Yes, let's do a shot. All right, you're watching Eagles Talk. Our Philadelphia Eagles in the 2023 NFL Draft, first round, they move up from 10 to 9, and with that 9 pick, they pick maybe the most talented player in this draft, who dropped because of off the field issues. But hey, we got
it's gonna be like
we got the best pick in the draft. Jalen Carter, D tackle from Georgia, is now a Philadelphia Eagle. He'll be playing alongside his college teammate Jordan Davis.
We got to put that up there.
Kobe Dean.
We got to put that up there.
We
got to put that up there. Philadelphia Bulldogs.
Oh, you put that up there, Philadelphia Bulldogs. Yeah, that's a good one.
The crazy thing about it,
I'm gonna be happy about that.
I know Tony needs a shot because he got the fireball. I seen your picture.
So I want to say this before we do our shot.
You got the fireball, Tony. Make sure you pour a shot of that fireball right now, because we're going to load up. You're watching Eagles Talk, the annual NFL Draft 2023. Our Philadelphia Eagles select the Jalen Carter, defensive tackle from Georgia. We're celebrating that with our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. I'm doing the Terramana Reposado. Pat is doing tequila himself. I can't pronounce it. And
I can see that.
Shell is doing the same. He's doing tequila too. So we're all around doing tequila. You guys let me know what you're doing.
Look how this shot comes.
And get that shot.
Look at
that's
this.
the shot.
It goes into
it goes into the top.
And you can drink the rest of the cap at the end when it gets all the way down. That's crazy.
Oh,
I love it.
That's crazy. That's good. All right, let me know what you're picking out there. And let's celebrate our Philadelphia Eagles and getting the pick that I wanted all along. Jalen Carter's in the house. So here we go. To them, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook.
Yes.
That is by Eagles fans for Eagles fans.
Well, he tipped the hand. He said in an interview, because his agent came out like maybe last week and said they are not taking any interviews from teams that are not in the top 10. Because he said he guarantees his client is the top. It will be picked in the top.
No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. No one cares. No one likes us. We don't care. No one likes us.
All right, Bill, you look out for those snakes now, Bill. You have a good night. Thanks for joining us, man. And Miss Sandlin is speaking. She says, Pat, not too many, babe. You know what happened last time. Pat, wifey is like, nah, don't. Watch those shots, baby. Look, Jalen Carter crying. Eagles, Jalen Carter. Yo, we nasty. Yo, we nasty again. See you, Hargrave. We see you, baby. We see you. We see the San Francisco pick up of our D tackle, and we raise them with a D tackle of our own. Yes. Jalen Carter's in the house, yo. I feel real good now.
It's a no-brainer with that off-the-field situation. He would have been the number one overall person to go number one. So definitely commented tonight. Yeah, how about that? As I drink this Bayesian
Ale, drink the 9% beer.
This pint.
that I don't even think that's going to help.
You gotta get one of these, man. You gotta get one of these.
You better get out of here with the here he come with the tutti fresh and fruity. No, we don't do fruity tutti fresh and fruity. We miss those sugary drinks, those nice and the big fluffy slippers. Where your big fluffy slippers at, Shell?
Yeah, whatever. That's instant headache right there, man. Instant headache. But no, on a serious note, so go back to this draft pick right here. When Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis were playing together with Nakobe Dean as that middle linebacker, right? They purposely were able to take games over. Those three by themselves were able to take games over because not only were they collapse in the field, you had one penetrating, one taking on two blocks, freeing up Nakobe Dean to fly sideline to sideline to make plays. They're turning this Philadelphia Eagles team into the Georgia Bulldogs. Somebody said it earlier, the Philadelphia Bulldogs. When you look at the makeup of this team, these defensive linemen, no, we're not training them beginning guard. No, Khalil. No.
Yes, that would be gangster,
so this team right now with Fletcher Cox, with Brandon Graham, with Hassan Reddick, with I hate to say this guy, but you know what? He's coming back from an injury. I forget his name. Barnett. Sweat coming off the edge. Now you almost replenish. You don't replenish the productivity that Hargrave gave you, but you replenish what you had to add on at the end of the season with Sue and Joseph. Now you have younger guys in there who's going to play their butts off because they're going to realize they were teammates. They played together for at least 3 years.
Their rotation is going to be crazy. It's like I said,
crazy.
It mirrors the picks of Brooks and Sack. That's what it mirrors.
All right. So even the Chicago Bears at number 10 said we ain't picking no doggone Peterson. They picked Darnell Wright off the tackle.
Right.
Yo, man, you trusted that man's name.
Look. That would be gangster though. Danny Ritchie's been the commenter tonight. He says, forget Gibbs. Let's trade up for Nolan Smith. That would be even more gangster.
I mean, that'd be too much.
If he could come out with Nolan Smith, because think about it. I would love Gibbs, right? But I'm okay, and I think the team is okay with Rashard Penny. Mm-hmm. Rashard Penny, don't get it twisted. His only issue is health. If he stays healthy, he is he's a adequate back. He's competent. And more than competent. This is a big dude that has the size that we're looking for in the back, and he can run. And he north, south, no dancing. So I think that the team is okay with him, right? Being that not feature back because we don't really have feature backs, but being a part of that running back by committee. I think, and I'm okay with Rashard too. So I don't necessarily need Gibbs at the end of this round, but to move up and get Nolan Smith, that would be gangster. Or to take an offensive lineman at the end of the first round, I would be okay with that also. But like Danny said, he's straight with Penny and Gainwell. I am too, because I think Gainwell is going to have a bigger role this year. We saw him having increased responsibility in the playoffs last year, and he did very well in that role. So Penny and Gainwell and Scott back this year, I think that's enough for us. So let's see what Howie has in store, because we have one more pick to go, and I'm almost guaranteed that he's not going to stay at 30. That something's going to happen.
I want to throw this out there.
Question for you real quick.
Yes.
What you think about Trenton Simpson from Clemson, the linebacker? 6'2".
Linebacker shell. I think our next pick we're going offense. I'm gonna be honest with you. The next picks will go off. Next two picks may be offense. One of those picks is going to be offensive lineman. But one of those picks. So I'm gonna give you a running back.
No, the center from Ohio State. He was the number one center rated in the draft.
No,
you don't think so?
No. Yeah, I need you to update your list, my brother. I need you to update your list.
So thank you for the update, Jackie. Thank you for the update. Atlanta Hawks are winning. So
I'm gonna give you this information real quick about running backs, right? So Bijan Robinson was the de facto number one running back in this draft. He's the only running back that generally should go in the first round. Gibbs, yes, he can go in the first round, maybe at the end of the first round, but definitely the beginning of the second round. He's that type of running back, because he gives you that change up. He's that Gainwell / Boston Scott of the group. He reminds me of those guys, right? So there are some other running backs in this draft that have the ability. They're not on the tier that, because Bijan Robinson is a tier number one. They're maybe on tier 2, maybe tier 3. Right, these guys are like Evan Hall, and I hate to go to Northwestern again, but Evan Hall, 5'11", 210 from Northwestern, was Mr. Do It All. He was the guy that basically put them on his shoulders, even though they only had one win last year, the year before that, and stuff like that. He was their all-purpose yards gainer. He was the man. Second guy I would say you want to look at is Zach Burnett. He's the running back from, he's 6'1", 220 from the UCLA Bruins. Now, I'm not big on Pac-12 guys. I am not big on Pac-12 guys whatsoever. But the system that USC ran, which is the read option, is similar to the same kind of system that we run here in Philadelphia with Jalen Hurts. The next running back that I could see us getting is the backup to Bijan Robinson. This is a guy that you can get in the second round or in the third round. His name is Rashawn Johnson. He's a hard-nosed running kid, 6'2", 223. Hard-nosed runner. You know, He knew his role. He played this role. Just like if you remember back in the day, they talk about Barry Sanders being behind Thurman Thomas, right? Yeah. Or you go to the Miami Hurricanes back in the early 2000s, and I've seen this team. When you had Willis McGahee, you had Frank Gore, you had Clinton Portis. You had these running backs that knew their role, right? And they all were very, very good, talented running backs, right? This guy knew his role, that Bijan was the number one running back on the team. He should get 30 carries. I should only get 3 carries on the goal line. And he made the best of it. So these are the 3 guys that, since we are still looking for running back, that may be available to us in the second round or later on if Gibbs is gone.
All right. So the Titans are on the clock. The pick is in. Again, let me go to some comments out there, see what you guys are thinking. It's where your head's at. Jackie, thanks for the update. She says Atlanta Hawks is leading, so maybe we'll get another game rest for Embiid for those Eagles fans that are also Sixers fans. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cross mix, but we are all, we're 4 for 4, 5 for 5, as a matter of fact. Danny Ritchie says, doubt we get a linebacker. No, I don't see that. No way, no how. Chris, let me shout out Christopher Burton. His birthday was this week. Happy belated birthday, Christopher Burton. He's been around since the beginning of Eagles Talk, so
yes,
he's family. So, brother, Happy birthday. Enjoy your
Noble,
birthday.
this
And,
20
I'm
Noble.
talking to Richie. I'm putting a lot of Danny Richie's comments up here. Danny, how those kids doing? You got little ones. Tell me how those kids are doing. I haven't heard from you in a long time. It's good to have you on the program, to see you on the program again. How's things going with you and the children? All right. Khalil Williams says number one has ever mentioned it, but man, I would love a faster tight end and spread this offense out even more. Khalil, you had a good statement up here, a good comment up here. Oh, okay. He said Carter Davis, and if Milton Davis steps up, we good at D tackle. Yeah, so that was a big pick right there for D tackle, because we were kind of thin, and I don't know where we were going to fill that production or replace that production from Hargrave, and now I know we have Jalen Carter. All right, the Titans are up, and the pick is in, and the commissioner is about to announce it right now.
Titans are going to trade over. The Tennessee Titans pick number 11 guard from Northwestern, Peter Sawarski.
They took Skoronski. Damn it! Damn it! We can't get Skoronski. God. The damn Titans. He's going to be an All-Pro. I'm telling you, you guys are laughing. Yeah. He's going to be an All-Pro. This is not a Dak Driscoll. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I just realized they just showed his grandfather won 5 NFL championships and 2 Super Bowls with the Green Bay Packers. Jeez. So he does have a little.
He come from a good long line of I'm telling you, this guy, he's a technician of offense of line play, and that is quoted per R. Diddy Ray Didinger. So look at this. They're showing them around. Look. Boom, boom. 2 blocks right there. Get out of here. Get out of here. Look, here he is again.
Again.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Game last year.
They just pushing him out the way. Look, this guy. Here he is again. Off the back. Oh, tackle. He just. Oh yeah.
He just held him. He just held him.
He didn't hold him. There wasn't a flag. There was no flag. He didn't hold him.
Because it's college football. They don't call holding in college football.
All right, there's Danny. He's giving me an update. Baby girl ain't sleeping as usual. Almost 5 months already. Baby boy 2.5 is killing it lately, and he sings the Eagles fight song already. That is beautiful, Danny. I have a tear in my eye. That you mean your 2.5-year-old is singing the Eagles fight song already? That is beautiful. And if anybody who is Bird Gang Nation knows how important that is to teach the young kids the Eagles fight song, then when you hear that, it brings a tear to your eye. So, you got to teach them right. You're right, Danny, and you are on the right track. All right, so I would nominate you for Father of the Year, but I wouldn't every year, so I can't nominate you for that. But do continue to do a great job. Tony Purvis in the house. He said, Reed Gibbs, do you think there's any other teams before 30 with a running back priority?
No.
Yes, the Cowgirls. You're right. The Cowgirls. There I say the Cowgirls. So they have a need for a running back. But I don't think
Tony, they got. So I have to stop you right there, Dark Knight. As we say, the Cowgirls, they have Tony Pollard as their de facto number 1 running back. They have a good number 2. I forget his name right now. I can't mention it. So being as though Bijan is gone, that was their de facto number 1 draft pick who they were going to pick. Now they have to go for offensive line and playmakers, wide receiver, offensive line help. They need that offensive line help because I think Zach Markham, one of their guys retired, right? So they need offensive line help. They need tight end. They don't got Dilton Schultz, so they need a tight end. So that's what I envision them going. I don't think they're going to running back, a smaller type running back in the first round when they have other glaring needs.
All right. Well, I don't even want Gibbs. I really don't. I mean, I'll take him, but I don't need him. I'm okay with Penny. I mean, I think that Howie has a system down here that kind of works.
The Lions are being the Lions again.
Oh, they took Gibbs. All right,
Gibbs.
Gibbs is off the board, so just forget that. We're not getting Gibbs, but I don't think that running back was a priority for us anyway. So
wait a minute.
They're going to
I'm okay with
Hold on. They got 3 running backs there.
Their Swifty's still there.
They got 3 number 1 running backs.
Yeah, they do. I don't know. That was stupid. That was stupid, yo.
I mean, I understand.
Hey, what's up, Brian? How are you?
I understand you go best player available.
But he wasn't. He was not the best player available.
you just pick Gibbs at number 13, and you have glaring hope.
That's play. That's not
That's
fair,
DJ
Christopher.
GJ's
You're
team.
hitting under the belt now. I'm hungry now. You got to talk about some homemade fried chicken, right? If you don't have what the teacher used to tell you back in the day, if you don't have enough to share with the whole class, right? Then don't bring it. Don't say nothing. Well, don't bring it in. So why do you do that, Christopher? You got the homemade chicken fried rice, and you're going to come on the show and just tease everybody with that. That's the flag on the play, Pat. Throw a flag on my man.
Flag on the play.
You can't do that. We're not standing for that. And you're a long time listener. We love you.
I gotta look at this because I'm looking at their war room and it's stupid. It's stupid. You traded for you picked up a free agent, David Montgomery from the Chicago Bears, right? Who was their number one running back, who has a 1,000-yard running back from the Chicago Bears. You got Swifty, who's your change of pace running back. Yeah, and now you pick Jamar Gibbs, who's the same player as Swifty.
Yeah,
something's going on. They got to be trading Swifty. I can see him coming to Philly or something. They got to be trading him because no way in the world as a running back, I'm looking at that and I say he has the same attributes as me that I'm going to get my carries. You already got David Montgomery. He's going to get most of my carries anyway.
Yeah.
I was tripping. I thought the Green Bay Packers had took him. All right. Because I was thinking like, yo, they got Aaron Jones and the other boy. Why did they take him? I thought it was
no.
All right. So it's Detroit. But Detroit has Swift. So, I guess Swift is injury prone. Maybe they wanted to get somebody that's
but you got David
to
Montgomery.
help him out.
He just came off a 1,000-yard season.
Yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense. That's just like, all right. I'm going to throw this scenario to you right now, gentlemen. It's just like if we had LaShawn McCoy, Shady McCoy, you have Brian Westbrook, and you have Deuce Staley, and you select another running back.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You have a power running back, you have a change of pace running back that can split out, and you have the shifty running back. It makes no sense to draft another running back.
They don't trust him. They don't trust Swift. Swift's been injured. He's injury prone at this point now. So I guess they wanted a more reliable runner. And this guy is I guess he fits the bill for them. And good luck to him. What's that? Fred says Packers are getting Jackson Smith.
Packers will draft wide receivers in the first round. Stop it.
Okay. All right. Well, they need some.
What do they need? Jerry,
they could stand to add some weapons or give Love some weapons as he starts his tenure in Green Bay since Aaron Rodgers has been traded to the New York Jets. So maybe they will try to do what they didn't do for Aaron, which is get him some weapons around him, and then make that transition from the bench to starting franchise quarterback a little easier. But we'll see. Tony Berman is out there. He says, okay, I guess we run with the running backs we got or pick up someone in trade free agency. What position are we looking at for 30 now, you think?
I'm going to be honest with you. You know what? Back in the early 2000s, before we got T.O., it was sit time in and time out. We can win with the receivers we have. We can win with the guys that we have at receivers because our running backs take up for them. Now it's vice versa right now, right? We don't have that de facto number one. We lost Miles Sanders. He was a 1,300-yard back. I don't care what anybody say. He still had over 1,300 rushing yards. He still helped that running game get going.
They didn't want to pay him.
Because he had the opportunity. When you're on that field, that defense coordinator had a game plan for him, okay? So he's gone. Now you got a guy, Rashard Penny, that really is a really good running back when he's healthy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a scat back in Boston Scott, who's very good against the Giants. Then you got Gainwell, who actually started to come into his own during the playoffs, right? Are you going to rely on these three running backs by yourself?
Yes.
So you're gonna rely on. You're gonna go back to the foundation that we laid back in 2000.
2 out of the 3 of those running backs were responsible for this team reaching the Super Bowl last year.
So you
Now,
can
if we-
rely
if
on
we can
those
agree-
same morals because what did they do in the Super Bowl? I'm waiting.
Well, they
I'm
didn't.
waiting.
Well, the whole team. I'm not
But
going to
they
put it
didn't
on
compare.
them. I'm not going to put it on them because the whole team came
Again,
up short,
this is
and
your
it wasn't their
rotation.
fault. I'm not
This is
going
your
to.
rotation running backs.
But all right, so listen to this. Well, I'll flip the question. Were they the reason we lost? Okay, they were not the reason we lost that Super Bowl.
With the 13th pick, I told you the Green Bay Packers picked defensive end Lucas Van Ness. Who the heck?
Okay, all right.
He's a
We're going
rotational
back to
defensive
the,
end for Iowa, but he might be the next J.J.
Clay
Watt. I guess.
Matthews.
Yeah, I guess. He's like, get off me, leave me alone, get off me. All right, listen, I'll be honest with you, man. Back then, we had our receivers like Torrance Small, Charles Johnson. And said, all right, we can survive with these guys instead of surrounding Donovan McNabb with weapons. We didn't surround Donovan McNabb with weapons after T.O. into his latter years. And what he do, put up franchise records and made that offense go. Our offense rose. Teams can't stop you. If teams can't stop you, that makes it very easy for you to dominate this league.
Right, but I'm saying that
This league is a
we've
pass
had
with dynamic weapons out the backfield. We have average weapons out the backfield.
But our weapons out the backfield have earned us 2 Super Bowl berths. We have not had a running back.
They weren't here during Super Bowl berth. They wasn't here for the first one.
No, I said we have not had those caliber running backs that you're talking about, and we have 2 Super Bowl berths in the last 5 years. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we don't need a B. John Robinson. We won a Super Bowl with nowhere near the caliber of a B.J. Robinson. We went to the Super Bowl last year with someone nowhere near the caliber. So we understand that the running backs have been devalued, or they're not as high. They don't have the same priority as they did in years past. Let's put it that way. And they've been devalued, but it's for good reason. And we proved it. We proved it both times we appeared in the Super Bowl. We didn't have we didn't have a top 10 running back in 2017. We didn't have a top 10. Well, we did actually. Miles Sanders was
LeGarrette Blount. I think LeGarrette Blount was a top 10 quarter running back then. At that time,
top 10 running back, but he
wasn't a top 10 running back. We had a top 10 rushing offense, though, and that proves to me
but
that
you had
proves
running
that we
backs
don't
that
need
fit.
that.
But those running backs
the
fit
most
those
rushing
roles.
yards and rushing yards in playoff history. Damn it!
So no touchdowns. They got the most touchdowns in playoff history.
Yeah,
the thing about it is, if you look at those running backs from that playoff, that championship run, right? Those running backs fit a particular position, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had the bruiser who was Blunt. You had the finesse guy that can go out in the backfield in Corey Clement, even though he was slow as molasses. you had Jay Ajay, who was swifty in and out of his cuts. It can get inside, outside very quickly. But after that, after the 10 yards, he's slow as molasses, slower than Shell. So now, these guys you have, right? You have Richard Penny, who can actually, when healthy, he's a very good running back. He's a very good running back. Yeah, I'm taking a shot at Shell all the time. I'm taking a shot at my brother all the time.
Shell,
it's all good. Pause. Y'all remember when I made the All-Star team and Pat hung up on me?
Because they needed an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman.
All right, let me go to this comment right here. Wayne Anthony Thompson says, do we go after Buda Baker in a trade next? I've heard that on Sports Talk today, and I wouldn't be opposed to that. That would be a great use of this second first-round pick. If we can somehow bring Buda Baker into the – I would be okay with that. If our catch for tonight is Jalen Carter and then a trade with the 30th pick and we picked up Buda Baker, it's a win for me. I'm cool. It's a win for me. Bo Davis said, would you trade the 30th pick for King Henry? I wouldn't trade. If I had to trade the the 30th pick, and I'll let you guys talk after this. If I could trade the 30th pick and pick up King Henry or Buda Baker, I'm going for Buda Baker. I don't know. You guys let me know. What would your preference be?
Yes. I mean, yes.
So who do you want? Pat? Pat. So
he automatically upgrades our offense to unstoppable status automatically.
I think he costs too much. I'm not sold on King Henry because I think it's going to number one cost us a first round pick if we go by this scenario.
But we always
and number two, it's going to cost. He alone is going to make more than our budget for running backs because I think Howie has in his head what he budgets for each position, and he doesn't have a very high budget for running backs, and you can tell that by our running back by committee the past 7 years. Right. So if Derrick Henry comes up, he eats way more than that budget by himself. And he's a high volume running back who's carried the ball a lot in the past few years. He may be special like Adrian Peterson. We don't know. But those type of backs, those big backs that carried heavy loads, they break down quickly and you don't know when the end is near. They just fall off the cliff. So I'd be scared to sign him, and then next year he just falls off the cliff.
With the 14th pick, does the Pittsburgh still select?
You're going to get Joey Porter Jr.
Offensive tackle, Broderick Jones from Georgia.
What? Why wouldn't they get Joey Porter Jr.? That makes no sense.
Because they need offensive line help, man. You got a quarterback that you need a quarterback.
Yeah, you got a new quarterback back there that you just gotten weapons for. They just gave that guy weapons and at wide receiver. So you need somebody that protect him so he can get the ball to those weapons. So I think it was a good pick by the Steelers.
So actually, Steelers traded up. So
6'5".
All right, the New York Jets is on the clock now. The New York Jets just acquired Aaron Rodgers. So they are instant contenders.
It feels like the when Brett Favre went over to the Jets.
Yeah,
doesn't it feel like that? It feels exactly like that. I had my snack here too. I need to grab some water now because that L is taking me under.
yeah.
Joe drinking the fruity stuff. I'm drinking his man stuff. There.
Whatever, man.
There.
No, Bo Davis says that Derrick Henry is making $10 million a year. That's a lot. I don't think Howie does that. Yeah. Especially
so if that running back is guaranteed to get you at least 1,200 yards a year, would you pay that as a GM?
1,200
I got
a year?
1,200. Yeah, I get 1,200 yards a year with Miles Sanders. So no, I'm not. I'm not paying it. You know what? Our defense, our offensive line is so good. I can get 1,200 yards with a good to average running back. I guarantee you today, if Rashard Penny stays healthy for this year, and that's a big if, but if he stays healthy this year, I guarantee you he at least matches Miles Sanders' yards on the ground.
Yeah, crickets.
I'm just saying, this guy, he doesn't dance around. He's a big guy, and he runs north and south. He's not Miles Sanders. He's not going to be dancing out there. He's going to hit the hole, and he's going to get what he can get. And he's going to get way more after contact than Miles Sanders could even dream of.
That's why I wanted Bijan. Bijan does it all.
Yeah, he does.
I did. I mean,
he's a generational back, man.
Tyree said he's gonna get you 600 yards. Tyree, he right.
Stop playing me, Tyree. He's not doing that.
He's gonna give you 600 yards. Then
he's talking about Penny home run hitter if healthy. Yeah, me and Danny on the same page.
He is a home run healthy, but y'all keep saying if healthy. That's the key line. We talk about being healthy,
he didn't play inside our building. He hasn't been under our training staff. We have seen that our training staff makes a difference.
Now it does.
Yes, it does. And I don't care when. I'd rather it be now than yesterday. So now it is. So now we got a person who's been injury prone coming to a training staff that does a great job in keeping the players healthy. I'm on board with that. I know it's a big if. I know we're looking at his history, but I'm just saying, if this guy stays healthy He's running behind the best offensive line in the league. And he has a running style that's way different than Miles Sanders. Sanders would still be here today had he not got his first carry in the Super Bowl and reverted back to dancing and trying to bounce it outside and eventually fumbling the ball out of bounds. That's why he's not here. That's why he's not here.
That's why we need to draft a young Thundercat. Right? A young Thundercat, because I see somebody said we got 4 horsemen back. No, we don't. Don't get me twisted on Trey Sherman. I did like him, but there's a reason why he was always a healthy scratch every week. All right, even when times he could have played in some of these games. All right, there's a reason why San Francisco gave him away for peanuts. All right, there's a reason why we're talking about getting a running back in this draft because we need it. All right. So, I'll be honest with you.
Why you go there, B-Trap? Why you go there, man?
That is
true. Penny going to run for 178 yards week 1 and don't come back till week 16. And run another 168 yards. Stop it, y'all. Y'all stop putting that out in the universe.
40 yards. 40 yards. And 10 yards a clip and only playing 2 games.
That's not gonna happen. I'm telling you guys. Listen, am I not the Dark Knight? Listen to me. Did I just not call we getting Jalen Carter? Come on. And it was actually Howie did me better than I even thought. I thought, well, we did trade up. So I wasn't off. I thought we were going to trade up to number 8. So I was only off. I had it down to the fact that we were going to have to trade up to get Jalen Carter, but I thought we would have to trade to the number 8 spot to get him. We had to trade to only number 9. So that how he beat even my prediction. But Swag, stop it, Swag. 500 yards for this season. Stop it, Swag. Stop it, y'all. Why y'all trashing my man there? What's up for? He's not going to be hurt.
Who?
Jordan? Why you keep saying who? You don't watch football? Jordan Battle, man.
Jordan Battle. Let me look.
Jordan
Battle. Somebody
Battle.
picked him up.
Jordan Battle. Who's Jordan Battle?
Strong free safety from Alabama. 6'1".
Look, Ephraim said the way this draft is going, we about to draft Carson Wentz with the 30.
So let me read you this real quick, okay? Battle grades just outside the top 100 in the 2023 NFL draft. Could feel interest either in a late day 2 or early mid day 3. Listen, you said a name. I had to be on point, right?
Did you watch this man play?
This is the Sandler boys at
Did you watch him play? Did you watch him play?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to read you the information.
Did you see him tear up the running back from LSU and Mississippi? Did you see this guy play come downhill? What is wrong with you?
Did you see what LSU fielded this year with the team in Mississippi? All right, then. Not good competition. You should be mentioning those guys right there because they
all right. Let me go to the smarter people out there. I mean, not these guys not smart, but me and Danny we're like in tune. We're like we're the geniuses in the room. So there he says. So Dante, pick 30, trade up or down. I'm thinking up also. You know, we what have we been separated at birth, Danny? I'm thinking the same thing. If we could possibly trade up and get. Because Nolan Smith is still out there. Yo, I don't know what kind of package you need to put together. Nolan Smith is going?
Nolan Smith's probably about to be taken right now.
Oh.
The Jets is picking.
But if he's not, this would be a prime time in this area here to kind of trade up. And I'm okay with it because I was thinking that if we got Jalen Carter and Bijan was still around, that this is the area that Bijan would have gone in. And had we gotten Jalen, we could possibly use the 30th pick to trade back up around this area and get Bijan. So minus Bijan, this would be a great area to trade up and maybe get a Nolan Smith. And I'm okay with that. Nolan Smith, I mean, 2 big pieces to the defense that we need right now. That would be great. I would be.
So
that would be.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't need another Nolan Smith. I'm gonna be honest with you because we have the premier Nolan Smith and Hassan Reddick right now.
Hassan Reddick, yeah.
We have the premier. So if he does fall, it literally falls in the 20s. Okay, maybe. But there are some other guys that's still available. I wouldn't be
Murphy
sad.
is still out there, right?
Miles Murphy is still out there.
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez out there. Joey Porter Jr.
Oh
is
yeah,
out
that's
there.
a lot. Yeah.
The defensive tackle from Pittsburgh, Kalia Cansey. You know, this guy.
Oh yeah.
I told you he's like Aaron Donald 2.0. He has the hand movement. He has all that down, and he has the size to be a very efficient pass rusher.
He's bigger than Aaron Donald.
I mean, he's the same size. He's 6'1", 281. He's literally he's a little fatter, but he's still he's a little bigger.
All right, we got shot coming up after this pick, so everybody get ready for that.
Oh man,
what's better than Reddick?
I got to stop drinking.
Oh, I love that. Beer. What's better than Reddick? 2 Reddicks. Yeah, so I'll take Nola Smith. What's better than 1 Reddick? 2 Reddicks. Yeah, I'm with that. Danny,
remember that you got to pay 2 Reddicks.
Yeah, but that may be a good reason why you want to get another Reddick, because we got Reddick for fucking Dollar General prices. Don't get it twisted.
No,
we got Reddick for Dollar General prices.
We did because he wanted to come home.
In 2 years, he's going to want the bag. So wouldn't it be great to have another Hassan Reddick on the roster when Reddick goes and get the bag? Because I don't know if we're going to be able to give it to him.
You feel to realize we have another guy on the roster who had double-digit sacks in Josh Sweat, who was a monster last year.
All right, okay.
He was a monster last year.
All right, the Jets pick is in. Everybody get ready. We're about to do shots again. All right.
I got to put this cap back
just a recap. Our Philadelphia Eagles, with their first pick in the draft, they traded up from 10 to 9 and picked Jalen Carter. Right now, at number 15, New York Jets is on the clock, and they select.
The New York Jets select with the 15th pick. You got to say thank you, Mr. McGill. Come on, kid. Okay. Yeah, we can say that. All right, come on. They got A-Rod help already.
Who they get?
Oh my goodness. They are terrible. So they select Will McDonald, the 4th, outside linebacker from Iowa State. They do pick up good linebackers, so I'm not gonna lie about I'm not knowing who this guy is, because he did play defensive end with Iowa, but they dropped him back sometimes. So Iowa State, I'm sorry. So he may be the surprise pick of the first round for us. I do want to say this real quick. There are some guys that are available that's going to fall, that are absolutely going to fall. Shell talked about Jordan Battle. You forget about his partner, who was the better safety, Brian Branch. Brian Branch was the better safety in Alabama. So if we're talking about safety,
he didn't have the size.
All right, Washington is on the board right now.
He made me go to stats again. So all
right. This is important for us because they're a division rival. So we kind of want to keep our eye on who these guys are loading up with, because this is the first divisional pick, right? Nobody else in our division picked, except for us, right? So this is our first.
And he's a little heavy.
Huh? They're both 6 foot, Shell.
No, Battle 6'1", Battle 6'1", 210.
And Branch is 6 foot.
Branch is 6 foot. I say he's a little bit bigger. That's all.
And much faster. Like.
What's his 40 time?
His 40 time at the NFL Combine, since you want to do speed, was 4.58.
All right, and Jordan Battle's 40 time was he ran a 4.55, a 4.53, and a 4.55.
They're both 4.5s.
Yeah, they both 4.5s.
Branch is way better because he's always all over the field.
I've seen Battle in the box coming downhill and knocking running back.
Jordan Battle is not the strong safety. Branch is the strong safety. That was Branch that you saw knocking heads off.
Okay. All right, let's take the shot, man. Because you've been drinking.
That was it. Yeah, that was the 15th pick. So we're doing shots every 5 picks. So that was the 15th one. This is our 3rd shot of the evening.
Man,
that was
I
a
gotta
good
go
call.
get me a
Whoever
cup
called
of
that,
water.
Philly Rain, I think he called that every 5 picks because
No, that was our
I'm
Dan
still
Ritchie.
cool.
I think it was.
Oh, no. Was it
It was
Dan
Rain?
Ritchie? I
Was
thought
it
it was
Rain?
Philly Rain.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, that was a good one. So it's the 15th pick. That's every 5 picks. So we're going to do another one. So you are watching Eagles Talk and our annual NFL Draft Night Show. Our Philadelphia Eagles selected
Oh my goodness,
Jalen Carter with their first round pick after moving up from number 10 to number 9. And we're going to celebrate that. Howie has done a great job with getting Jalen Carter, and we are just waiting with bated breath to see who he's going to choose at number 30. So we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to talk about them in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. I'm doing the Terramana Respado.
I'm doing a Romanica.
Resposado. And
I'm doing
the
DeLorean Blanca tequila.
All right, we're all doing tequilas. Let me know what you're drinking out there. But we're going to celebrate the fact that our Philadelphia Eagles got a one of the best players in the draft tonight. That's always got to be a good thing. We just hope that he lives up to the hype and he's not a bust or anything like that. But I love it. I love the pick. And we're just waiting with bated breath on what they're going to do with the 30th pick. But to Howie thus far, and to you two guys for doing a great job on breaking down the prospects and projections, man. My boys, the Sandlin boys in the house. And to you guys out there, thank you for letting us experience the draft with you. Here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
I gotta tell you right now, guys. I'm not trying to make no plugs or get sponsorships. I'm just trying to tell you that this tequila right here, take a screenshot of it. This tequila right here is the truth. Not only does it come in this bottle, look at this bottle. They put the rest of it in here. And it's,
the shot goes into the top, yo.
It goes into the top and it's a sucker. So when you're done all this, oh my goodness, listen. And you get this as a sign to put to the side. Listen.
The bottle is very decorative. I love that. I just but F the bottle. What's the quality of what's in the bottle? That's what I'm more.
Dark Knight. I'll put you on Terramana, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I'm taking you off of Terramana.
I'm
putting you on this.
This one's pretty smooth. It's not a Resposado. It's not brown.
No, that Blanco is no good. Blanco is horrible. Nah.
What?
Can't do the Blanco.
You can't do the Blanco.
Tequila. The Blanco is the lesser grade of tequila. You got the Blanco is here, then you got the Resposado, then you got the Añejo. So there's levels to this. You got the lowest level. But don't get me wrong. I mean, like, if you get the lowest level of like Don Julio, you doing it. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna knock you for that.
You.
Yeah.
All right, not that sweet stuff again, man.
Danny Ritchie's going to Heineken Silver. We did our shots, and we are waiting patiently. This to me would be a perfect time to move up and maybe go for that Nolan Smith. If they covet him, I don't know who they covet.
All right, so the Redskins, the Commanders. I'm sorry.
Commanders pick is in.
You're fired from the league for saying that word, man.
Ooh, here's my sleeper, Emmanuel Forbes. He's a 6'1" corner from Mississippi State. He is pretty doggone good. I didn't expect him to go this early.
Wow.
You still have Christian Gonzalez out there, right? Am I wrong? Did Christian Gonzalez get picked?
Yeah, he's still out there. He's still out there. Yo, all right, explain that to me. Oh, let me read this comment first of all, because he's coming at you, Shell. And I noticed the same thing, but Tony Burns says, yeah, Shell, but the bottle looks pretty full. Meaning, I was going to say something. I was going to let you go. But that bottle, look at that. Look at that. We done did 5 shots. I don't know. Are you really pouring them? Are you really pouring them? We have to. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know because
I'll do another
that
one.
looks.
I ain't scared.
Look at my bottle, right? I just opened this.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't just open this. This has been open for a little
Well,
bit.
yeah, yours has been open.
Yeah.
But
I took this is like it was like 6 shots, man. What y'all talking about, man?
all right, okay, all right.
I took a shot when we first came on, then I took a shot to get caught up. Then I've been taking shots ever since. I'm chilling.
All right, my brother says, Dom, yo, what's up, Dom? He says Eagles not going to pick again tonight. They're going to trade number 30. And I'm okay because we talk about some possible trades. And if that's if that trade involves maybe securing a Buda Baker, I'm with that. Move that for Buda Baker. I'm all right with that. Although it may be a little rich, but he's going to be a magnificent piece to add to that defense, right? To add to that secondary. So I'm okay with that. Although I think the market for him is maybe a second or a third if you wanted to get, wanted to play hardball. But Palatero's here. He said we should go up and get Nolan Smith or Christian Gonzalez. I'm with the Nolan Smith move.
Why
Christian
is Gonzalez falling?
I'm not opposed to it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to kick him out the bed. But I think we have more draft picks next year. I think maybe that might be a great time to go get one because we have our corners under contract at least for the next 2 years, and they are older, so we do need to get someone for them to groom.
New England Patriots, I got to announce this, select cornerback Christian Gonzalez.
All right, so Christian Gonzalez is off the board.
All right, so we talked about this early, right? We talked about this very early about scheme, going to the team that fits your scheme, that makes the players. So by the Washington Commanders not taking Christian Gonzalez, by taking Emmanuel Forbes, who I projected to be in the second round, I didn't project him to be up here in the first round, but you take flyers on players around this time, right?
Right.
I think the Patriot system is going to make Gonzalez a better player. It's going to make a better pick overall. Now, don't get me wrong. I said I don't like Pac-12 players, especially corners. But he is a transfer from I think he came from USC. So he is a transfer. That's still Pac-12.
Pac-12.
That's still Pac-12. The thing about it is it's a 4-3 guy.
Dom, I do work tomorrow. Yeah, you're right. You see, I'm still doing shots here, and I've been out of practice because I mostly took the whole regular season off on shots. I only took like a few shots during the regular season. So this off season they are putting me to the test.
Next to Christian Gonzalez?
Yeah,
a high school kid, bigger than him.
Yeah. We got a great pick. Don says.
Okay, look at that walk.
Palatero says we now have the Hawk and the Thing. That's what's up. That's a good one. A good analogy.
That's the thing. Let's go to the last comment. The last comment by
Palatero. That's who you're talking about. Hell, how he should go for
goodness. If we get him, it's an A+ for me. Right now, we're at a solid A because of the prospect of Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter should be in the top 3 pick. Jalen Carter
he should have. Yeah, he should have. Yeah.
There should be Bryce Young, Will Anderson, Jalen Carter. Those 3 should have been top 3 picks.
Yep. Will Levis is still out there. They're showing him.
I think he's going next to. I think he's going next to the Buccaneers.
You think so? Oh.
Yeah, I think the Buccaneers pick him. Not this pick, but the pick afterwards. Buccaneers do need a quarterback.
Don, I agree with you. Jalen Carter was a steal.
That's crazy. To say that Jalen Carter was still at number 9.
At number 9, because he's arguably the best prospect in the draft.
Yes.
The only thing affecting him was the off-field issue. And I'm not saying the only thing, because my condolences go out to the person that lost their lives. It was very serious, but that definitely played a big role in how he dropped in this draft. He's the best prospect of all players in this draft, and he was gotten at number 9. So yes, that's a steal in my eyes. That's a steal for us.
I said that it's a reflection of what happened with Warren Sapp. Remember Warren Sapp?
Yeah,
his tangibles were crazy. He had a stellar performance in college, and he just popped positive for marijuana. and then dropped him
He
down.
just
and
couldn't
like,
stop smoking the sticky, icky. That's all. Why? I mean,
you know what? Do y'all remember that
to him.
draft? Do y'all remember that draft?
I remember that draft. That's what
We
I'm saying.
traded. The Philadelphia
couldn't
Eagles
stop.
traded with the Tampa Bay
That's what I'm saying.
Buccaneers.
We had opportunity to get him, and like I said, he
went right
Hall of
after we
Fame
selected.
career.
We traded with them.
Hall of Fame career, all
of Fame career,
icky,
Super Bowl.
sticky.
He could not
Let
stay.
the
He
man
could not stay off.
I
He
mean,
could not
this
stay
is
off the
legal
stick.
now. He's the sticky, icky. I just saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So hopefully we got the same type of deal with Jalen Carter. Hopefully that these people that bypassed him, the first 8 people here are similar to those teams that bypassed Warren Sapp. And we have a Hall of Famer like Warren Sapp. Hopefully that's what's going to go.
I was just watching this. I was just literally watching this. Mika Parsons from the Cowgirls was upset that we picked Jalen Carter. He walked off stage. They doing a draft show. He walked off the shop.
Who?
Mika Parsons. Dan Khalil put it up.
Oh yeah, I see it. Don Khalil. Yeah.
Khalil,
You said Michelle Parkins.
I said Micah Parsons.
I said Michelle.
I ain't calling him Michelle. He's the real deal. Penn State right there, right? Penn State right there. I'll be honest with you, man. I can't.
They call him Tamika Parsons.
Well, when he go against Lane Johnson, yes. When he go against Lane Johnson, yes. He does.
That's what I'm saying. Lane Johnson got his number.
When he plays Lane, you're right.
Listen,
Lane Johnson had him sitting outside the parking lot, you know what I mean, listening to the radio.
AJ told Micah, come on home to Philly. Come on home to Philly. Yo, he might come. How many years he got? He might come.
I think he got one more year under his rookie deal with them.
He might come home, yo.
They gonna give him the bag. They definitely gonna give him the bag.
Well, he might not take it.
He's playing out of position anyway, man. They got him playing DN and D tackle. He is a Mike linebacker. He is not being utilized correctly, man.
He is being utilized correctly in that set. He's coming off the edge. He's bullying defensive tackles. Offensive tackles. He's bullying guards. You could put him. You can line. Why are we talking about this guy? Stop. Stop.
No, Micah Parkins and Hassan Reddick. What? All right. Okay. Is me commenting on that like tampering? All right. I'm gonna drop. I don't want to hurt my team. All right. Look, he said, Danny says he's been looking like a salty ex-girlfriend since he's seen what we got brewing over here. Yeah, really, yeah. He'll come home. I think if he makes it to his 4th year option and they don't pick him up, which they will be asinine not to do. I can't see any scenario where the Dallas Cowboys do not pick up the 5th year option on Micah Parsons. But if any type of way they allow him to make it to free agency, I think he comes home. And I know he's not from Philly, but he's in Pennsylvania. He's from Pennsylvania.
Penn State. Yeah, he's from Pennsylvania.
Right. So he played at Penn State. So, we call him a hometown boy. If you played in Pennsylvania, we call, you belong to Philly. But that would be amazing, man, if they had a brain fart like that, or he decided like, I don't want to stay here. I've heard him in the press on multiple occasions make glowing remarks about the Philadelphia Eagles, and that bodes well if we were to get him. So, hey, we'll see. But the Lions are on the clock, and their pick is in. They're number 18. Thus far, we still have the 30th pick, but we'll find out what the Lions want to do right now.
They're going to pick a quarterback now. They're going to pick a quarterback now.
With the
number 18.
With the number 18 pick, the Detroit Lions, who stink. Stink. All right, GJ, that's your team. That's you got to rock with them.
Oh man.
Who? What are you talking about?
They picked linebacker Jack Campbell from where the heck is he from?
All right, Jack Campbell. Okay.
Hold up. From Iowa.
I don't even have him on my list.
See, what list you
yes, I do. Yes, I do. 6'5", 245 from Iowa. Ran a 4.57 at the combine. I got him on here.
Nah,
So
he got
did
him
you
on
know?
here.
Did you know he was the Buckets Award winner?
No, I didn't know that.
The Buckets Award. He's a William V. Campbell Trophy winner. I know that.
Yeah,
the
that's
Buckets Award
for
winner.
academics. Yeah, he's a Buckets Award winner.
Wow. Okay.
So I mean, that's a very good pick. He said that's Dan Campbell's cousin. But I mean, I'll be honest with you, Iowa didn't do much this year.
I think the Mike linebacker, he's kind of tall though, like that. But they don't play football.
You want a tall linebacker?
They don't play football like that no more though. I think he's too tall for Mike
Who
linebacker.
did Washington take? Who Washington just took? I missed it.
Washington took with the 16th pick Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback.
All right, Emmanuel Forbes. Shout out to my neighbor TJ Watson. He says good job, and we appreciate your appreciation.
That's a good pick. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jack Campbell. I was hoping that he would fall, and maybe we can grab him because he is a sideline linebacker. He reminds me, dare do I say it, of the linebacker for the Carolina Panthers that retired. It escapes you right now. But he could be that good if he stays healthy.
Okay, all right. So
Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly.
Luke
Kuechly was a beast, yo.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly was 6'4".
Did he play at Penn State?
Luke Kuechly played at BC.
BC.
No, they not picking up. Hassan says they not picking up Young's option. Nope, they're not.
Who? No, Chase
They
Young.
didn't pick up Chase Young option.
They know something about that
Washington.
knee. They know something
they know something.
The knee.
They know something that we don't know. So don't run out there and try to pick up Chase Young.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
This is a proven year for him. This is a proven year for him.
This beard I have here, you can't see what it is. I try to bring up to the camera.
Yeah,
it's like see through. It's called.
Yeah, I see
it's called L from Belgium.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like coffee.
It do.
Actually, let me pour it out. Let me see what it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a stout. It's a stout.
It's a stout. It's an L though. This is an L. Not stout. It's an L. It's really good. It is really good. Dark Knight.
I need to go get.
I need to go grab. Yeah, I could come back in town. I'm gonna grab a couple for y'all.
All right. So, you just watch yourself because Stephanie's on here. Like, yo.
You say you're not going to work tomorrow.
You're not going to work tomorrow.
She might be right. She might be on something. If anybody from my job is watching this,
he might be on something. All right.
Yo, you might as well drive there now so you can sleep in the office.
I am not driving anywhere.
Christopher Burton says that's a 40. You can get that at the corner store. Don't worry.
You cannot get this at the local corner store. I guarantee you.
It says that's a 40. You get that at the local store.
Hey, Chris, say Posey, you can get that Posey stop front. That's a 40. You get a 40. Just get a crooked eye next time.
He said he got that.
What happened?
With the 19th pick, they
got Cansey. They got Cansey.
Select defensive tackle from Pittsburgh, Khalid Cansey. Doggone it. He's going to be a very good defensive tackle for them.
Yep. Yo, what about Talua
Look at him. Just look at his ability. Like his ability. He did the same exact move. They just showed a film of him doing the same exact move as Aaron Donald. Same exact move.
Somebody asked, how far is Levis going to fall?
He's going to fall.
He might fall out the first round.
He should not be a first-round quarterback. And I'm telling you this from seeing him. Wes.
Pat. Talua Tapalaya from USC. 6'3", 266.
No.
13 sacks last year.
No Pac-12 guys, all right? No Pac-12 guys.
13 sacks.
Pac-12 don't win.
37 hurries. Those hurries are sacks in the NFL, man.
All right, Shell.
What?
Frank has gone as far as to say Levis is a 3rd round pick. Wow.
Yes.
I mean, I think that was what his original projection was like, something like that.
Because he put mayo in his coffee. When you put mayo on your coffee, you actually announce it and tell people you put mayo on your coffee, you should fall out of the draft, really. Oh, somebody put it up there.
I told you he's bigger. He's bigger than Donald. He's taller than Donald. Everything else is about the same. Man.
But Shell, game film speaks volumes than what the numbers in front of you are. Like these guys, I can honestly say I sat there and watched their game film. Brian Branch, and I'm telling you this from watching game film, it's better than you guy you want.
You think he's better than Jordan Battle? I watched Jordan Battle play. I watched the games.
Yes. Jordan Battle
making plays.
Jordan Battle is a 2nd to 3rd round draft pick. He's probably going to be a very good safety in the league because he's coming from a program that puts the defensive ends to a premium. I mean, defensive backs to a premium.
Yeah.
But Brian Branch is going to be a much better and much more impactful player.
Let's remember this. Let's remember this on tape. Let's come back to this in about 2 years and see where they at. Let's remember this one on tape.
And Jordan.
All right, we'll have to do that. Tony Burns says no wide receivers going yet. You know how he's going to be looking. All right, how big of a mistake would that be? Because I think it would be a mistake.
I would love to get Jackson. I would love to get Jackson. If you got these guys, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, Jackson Smith, Dunjay, like these guys are legit wide receivers. Listen, in a draft that doesn't have like elite wide receivers, these are very good 3rd receivers on a team that has AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. You got 1A, 1A. You need a 1B now.
Yeah, I think the John Jay would put Watkins on his A game, man. Like that would be crazy to have all 4 of them on field.
What?
Matt Miller compared Levis to Witz, the kiss of death.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
No, Quez is done.
No,
I think we should keep Quez.
No, I say he can run all the routes there. He just gotta he dropped 2 touchdowns.
You gotta catch the ball when you're a receiver.
You gotta get out of his
job is to catch the ball when you're a receiver. A receiver that can't receive is like useless. Like we only ask you to do one job. Catch the ball when it comes to you.
Remember when Terrell Owens first got to the league? Shoot, remember when Jerry Rice, his first year in the NFL? You know what I mean? Like those.
I'm saying, don't get me wrong. He's gonna get another chance only because we can't trade him. But if he can, if somebody picks up his trade options, he out of here. But until that happens, yes, he's a member of the Eagles football team. Yes, anything can happen. Yes, he could turn it around, and I'm praying for that because it only helps out my team if he can turn it around and get some production out of him. But if he's going to remain the same quality player or same level of player that he was last year in a disappointing year when in big situations, more than once in the playoffs, when he dropped that ball, once in the regular season, when he thwarted our comeback effort by catching the ball, getting up, and then fumbling it. Against who was that? Who was that against anyway? I forget.
Washington.
Yeah. Well, we had an opportunity. That was our first loss. We had an opportunity to win that game, but Quez couldn't just get up and hold on to the ball. He had to fumble it.
Hold on.
We can't put mental lapses like that. We need a better slot receiver.
We do, but we can't put that loss solely on him. That loss is not solely on Quez Watkins. All right, the offense didn't produce.
You got to hold on to that, man.
But you got to hold on the ball when the ball comes to you.
The offense didn't produce. Let's be honest. The offense didn't produce that whole game. And you're worrying about 1 or 2 big plays. The offense didn't do their job that whole game. They got out-coached that game.
They did, but a part of the offense not doing their job was when they had opportunities to do their job, they didn't do it, and Quez was a part of that.
But
like,
it happens. You get out coached.
Yeah, you get out coached, but you shouldn't get out. You shouldn't get outperformed. You know, they tell you. I don't know. They told me in basketball, if anything, you can play defense. You ain't got to be. You know what I'm saying? You don't need extraordinary talent to play defense. You don't need extraordinary talent to give effort.
Catch the ball, catch
the ball, run, catch the ball, hold on to the ball. Those are fundamental things that he should be able to do. And if he can't do it, we need to upgrade in that position. Before Devontae Smith got here, I would look at the Eagles, even after we won the Super Bowl, and say, why don't we have those receivers that make all the contested
because we
catches,
want Peter Skorsky. Because we want Peter Skorsky.
Right?
We want all the linemen.
But now we have them. We have Devontae Smith. We have A.J. Brown. Those two are beasts when it comes to making contested catches and those difficult catches. And when you look at them plus Quez, you look at it's like a Sesame Street skit. One of these things are not like the others.
You're going to be saying this next year.
Quez is not like the others there. He doesn't catch, he doesn't make the big-time catches. And we can't have that. Now, in his not his defense, but the only thing he has going for him is like he's the fourth option in the passing game.
Third.
There's AJ, there's Devontae, there's Goddard, and then there's possibly him. So luckily, he's only the fourth option, but that doesn't mean that you can't perform when you're the fourth option. You still have to do your damn job. And your damn job is to catch the ball. You're a receiver. Receive the ball, Pauls. Okay.
So right. you know you're gonna be saying the same thing next year, right? We got the receivers, the running backs gotta do their job. They didn't do their job. They're going to be saying the same thing next year. So the pick is in, man. The pick is in. Greg Ward. Who said Greg Ward?
Greg Ward was the only before AJ and Devontae. Yeah, he did. Greg Ward, he didn't have a whole lot of talent, but one of his talents was he held on to the ball. He would catch the ball and held on.
Well, yeah, Ward would catch the ball. He wasn't that fast, though. He was not fast.
Right.
But you got to realize something. Greg Ward was a converted quarterback.
Yeah,
all his college career, he played quarterback for Houston. He was a monster at it, too.
But so did Ronnie Lott.
Nobody on here remembers
Smith
Ronnie
is a
Lott,
beast. What are you talking about, Danny? Who you talking about?
Huh?
I said Smith is a beast. I'm asking Danny, who's he talking about?
No, we were talking about Ward.
He's talking about Jackson Smith.
Yeah, I think they have the conversation in the chat room there.
Okay, all right.
With the 20th pick, we 10 picks away now. Oh, we got to take another shot.
Oh, yeah, 20th pick. It's time for another shot. Wow.
I got to get some water.
They're coming around a lot more frequently.
See? Almost halfway done, man. What y'all talking
about? Shell, could you, just for old time's sake, because you haven't been on the program in a long time, could you just for the crowd just produce the pink fluffy slippers and so that everybody can see what we are referring to when we say the pink fluffy slippers.
I don't wear pink fluffy slippers.
Okay, all right, okay. We're not going to get it today, folks. All right, anyway, but you've heard about it. Shell, all right. Well, we can't get the pink fluffy slippers. Can we get at least the fruity tooty fresh and fruity drinks?
With the 20th pick, the Seahawks picked Jackson Smith and Juba.
Oh, they got the receiver.
Oh, they got him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, they got Geno another weapon.
Come on, man.
They got he got the fresh temple fade with the braids, with the locks braided up.
Don't be mad at it.
I like his suit too. His suit is nice. It's not over the top.
Be mad at it.
Looks like it's
they don't have an
linen
office line.
Looks like it's a linen suit with no tie. You got plenty of bling on.
They all got
white
bling,
shirt.
Though.
Yeah, you can't come in here without the bling. I don't know why the commissioner doesn't have sunglasses on, because there's a lot of bling coming up there, and there's a lot of lights. And then bling doesn't hurt your eyes unless there's a lot of lights, and there's a lot of lights there. All right. So he's a dynamic receiver for Ohio State.
He's nasty.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Going up the seam.
Shell, you should know this guy very well, right?
Yeah,
you know this guy
like I said,
well.
going up the seam, 1-on-1 with the safeties when they're doing what they call a bomber set. That's when you have 4 receivers and 1 back. So now you got 4 defensive backs, 1 safety high. He's nasty. They put him on the inside. Sometimes they put him on the outside, have Marvin Harrison on the other outside. So now you got an X and a Y outside. So now he's 1-on-1 with the corner. He'll do a post corner route, and he hits that inside step and breaks to the corner. He's gone. He's got great footwork. He runs all the routes in the tree, and he's very explosive.
Very explosive. And what I'm seeing in his highlights as they show the highlights on the screen is very good hands and he tracks the ball very well.
Yeah, he catches the ball.
Yeah, it's no coincidence that he is the first receiver, right? That's the first receiver in the first round. So we'll see.
He's a good receiver.
He does.
What Shell said was on point. Like, he is a very good receiver. The first time I ever saw him was when he made that circus catch where he literally was out of bounds. When he jumped and caught the ball, was able to contort his body in midair, put his feet down for a touchdown catch, which was crazy. Like I said, but the thing about it was, especially about this kid, is his health. The one big knock was about, we always talk about this, right? Being healthy. He hasn't had a full season at Ohio State.
Well, this is what happened. He got hurt early in the season. He played 2 games. He got hurt last year, and basically they didn't want him to play until they were basically going to the playoffs because he was still having hamstring issues. And then I guess his agent told him that, don't mess your future up. But like I said, if you just watch the tape, he's crazy in the slot. Whenever they go, like I said, 4 receivers set, or they go trips on one side, have him close to the tight end, and you giving that corner a whole lot of field to cover. He's nasty with it, man. He like I say, he's very explosive to the ball, and he's got that speed to break away from a lot of these corners in the league. So like I said,
excuse me. I just want to go to a couple comments out there. I thank you guys for hanging around. It's a late night. We've already been on the air for 2.5 hours, but Jason Coley is out there. He says Nolan is still there. Yes, Nolan is still there. So yes, my second choice is still there. And wow, this would be crazy if we can get both of them. Danny, I'm with you. Me and Danny, we're brothers. We were separated at birth. But Danny says, go get Nolan, Howie. We in striking distance. Don't think he falls past the next 3. I like him. I like Nolan Smith. That would be great, like I said, to have 2 potential Hassan Reddicks, because that he fits that size profile anyway. So if he can come in and we can secure that would be awesome. But I don't know. I can't say. I'm about to say Howie's strategy tonight seems to be being very disciplined in his patience, because I might have made the move up in the first 10 picks a lot sooner than Howie. Like I said, once he made it to number 7, I probably would have made the move to go get him. But Howie was he was a cool and collected operator there, and he held on, and he only had to move up a spot, and it only cost him a 4th round pick, and he secured the person that I believe he wanted all along. That's my belief. Again, had he taken Bijan, I wouldn't have been mad, but I think deep down that Jalen Carter was the pick for Howie, and it benefits us that he did get his wish.
Well, the thing about Howie, like you said, he's staying true to his fundamentals. He's staying true to his picks. He only moved up 1 spot and gave up a 2024 pick, which is outstanding. Mm-hmm. To get the player who should have been a top 3 pick. Outstanding. All right,
I agree.
Stay true. Stay true to your game plan, Howie. I understand there's guys you want to trade up and get, but there's also people that's falling. There are people. Freaking Christian Gonzalez is supposed to go in the top 10. He went in the top.
Porter is still there.
He went in the top 15. There are kids that's going to be around at our pick or close to our pick, where we can have the opportunity to take with that 30th or the 29th or 28th pick. We were able to trade up. I know we want to get Nolan Smith. You know, he is a dog. I ain't gonna hold you up. He is a dog. He's a rotational player. There are safeties out there, Brian Branch, Jordan Battle. I'm gonna make sure I mention that kid because he's number 2 safety out there. There are also Jair Brown from Penn State. He's out there at safety. There's going to be players. There's going to be players available. So,
all right, the Chargers pick is in.
Oh, we didn't take a shot, man.
Oh yeah, we're going to do it right now. All right, yeah, we're
so with the 21st pick, the Chargers,
Quentin Johnston, second wide receiver, taken in the first round. TCU, Quentin Johnston. I'm sorry, Johnston. So,
Moose Johnson.
All right. Howie's really doing good. I mean, Nolan Smith is still out there, because he's waited. You know, every pick he waits, it doesn't cost that much to move up to that pick. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're 10 picks away and you got to move up from 30 to 20, that can cost you a little something. But the closer you get to your pick, the less amount of capital you have to repay to move up. So far, Howie's strategy, if it is to stand pat and out the and get a feel of what's going on in the draft. Again, maybe he lucks up. Like last pick, he only had to trade up one spot to get.
I do got to say this,
Carter.
I do got to say this real quick, Dark Knight and Shell. That pick just now is a Chargers pick. Because you look at the receivers they have right now. You look at they're both 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Jump ball receivers.
Yep.
Quentin Johnson is the same thing. He's a jump ball receiver. He's a high point receiver.
With speed.
With a little speed. I'm not gonna say all speed, but a little speed. It's just all the receivers are the same. Like they're the same.
Oh, this is funny. Ephraim says, "I need Howie to trade the pick now. If he's going to trade, I need to go to sleep. I need to sleep."
Ephraim, I would love to say the same thing because I got to take another shot.
All right, Don said that was an okay pick. I'm not very familiar. You guys have to let me know. I don't know this guy.
So he was a dominant wide receiver for the TCU Horned Frogs who went to the national championship game. He was a very high point receiver. He was a mismatch nightmare because you could put him anywhere. He could play the slot. He could play outside. He had that ability to run the inside routes. He's not a finished product. He's not a finished product like I would say Marvin Harrison Jr. He can get off the press a little bit, but more or less his speed is a build-up type speed. It's not a one step and goes type speed. He's a strider.
Hell to the gnaw. I'm sorry,
but again,
but Danny Ritchie made a statement that
I
had to respond to. Hell to the gnaw. We're not TCU.
I don't trust
we don't
TCU
trust
them
anymore.
No, I don't at all. Because one let us down. So
yes,
name
the main reason, not you, Danny, because you already know. Anybody else name the main reason why Danny said that? We don't trust TCU receivers anymore. Name the reason why we don't trust TCU receivers anymore. I'm just curious to see if anybody can get that. All right, so here we go. Damn, they got their damn drinks up. They are not playing with me. Oh my God. Okay, so you're watching Eagles Talk Annual Draft Show 2023, and here on Eagles Talk Annual Draft Show, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. I'm doing the Terramata Reposado. Pat is doing tequila too. I can't pronounce the name. And Shell is doing tequila also, but you see it on the screen. They're putting it up on the screen. All right, read those. All right, so let me know what you're doing out there. It's 10:41. Okay, y'all praise Ray got it.
We did.
All right,
I did.
Rager. Everybody got that. All right, so you guys got it. You're true fans. Here we go. Let's take this shot to our Philadelphia Eagles. We only like about 8-9 picks away. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1.
You're 100% right. I'll be honest with you. Jay Rager was my guy. Jay Rager
wasn't my guy.
I mean, at that particular time, when I went back and looked at it, I said, you know what? in college, he didn't put his senior year. He didn't put up the numbers that he did his junior year because of the quarterback.
But the quarterback, yeah.
But his ability to break away from the from a defensive back, from press, to get open, to make himself available, to do these things, we don't see that same type of receiver. We didn't see that same type of receiver in the NFL at all. That receiver in college disappeared when he got to the pros.
That was Jack Driscoll.
He really started.
You're talking about B. John. You're talking about Skoronski. That Jalen Reagor was the Jack Driscoll that you was talking about. He was the guy.
Skoronski.
Skoronski.
I gotta get water, man. I gotta get some water.
He called Skoronski Jack Driscoll. No, Jalen Reagor was Jack Driscoll.
Oh man.
He was the biggest bust. But I'm with you on that because I'm guilty of the same thing. I didn't necessarily want Jalen Reagor, but I also didn't necessarily want Justin Jefferson. He scared me too. And I'm going to blame Jordan Matthews for the reason why I didn't want Justin Jefferson, because Jordan Matthews was such a bust at the slot receiver. Justin Jefferson just reminded me a lot of him coming out of college. And I was like, I don't want another freaking Matthews here. Let's go somewhere else. And I was wrong. I flat out admit I was wrong. Justin Jefferson was the truth. But a lot of scouts only saw him as a slot receiver. And I just kept thinking of Jordan Matthews like, dude, we don't need another slot receiver. They don't do well. We saw Jordan Matthews, and he didn't produce. So, yeah, I dropped the ball on that too. And Justin Jefferson is already looking like he's having a Hall of Fame career. So hats off to him. But, yeah, I got that wrong too.
But I definitely didn't want Aguilar, man.
So that pick actually set us up for what we have now. Let's be honest. That pick set us up for us going after the Devontae Smith, picking up a AJ Brown. Those mistakes put us in the situation, just like when we had Chip Kelly. People don't realize by having Chip Kelly, you made the owner realize that he made a mistake by giving so much power to a head coach. Yeah. The GM needs to be a GM. The head coach needs to be a head coach. Mm-hmm. By doing that, you enable them to work together to put together these two championship teams. And this has happened over a 5-year span with two different regimes. So,
yeah, because Chip Kelly had him in the base.
Things happen. These picks happen, and they go wrong for a reason to enable us to be better moving forward. So, I mean, even though Reagor should have been a heck of a kick returner, punt returner, and slot guy, he enabled us to get Devontae Smith. I was putting that.
They called him Regular. Yeah. Regular. Oh, that's funny.
Catching babies, unlike Aguilar. I'm sorry.
Like Aguilar.
But Aguilar had a great season. That
Super Bowl year.
Yeah, he had a great season for us, man. I don't know. Shoot, if Reagor was able to give at least 75% of what Aguilar did that season, he would still be an Eagle.
I agree. He would still be an Eagle. The selection is in for the Baltimore Ravens, the number 22nd pick in the first round.
Dave Flowers, wide receiver from Boston College. So now it's going to be a run of wide receivers. That's a good pick for them. They just re-signed or extended Lamar Jackson's contract. He's now the highest paid quarterback in the league at an average annual salary of $52 million. He just edges out Jalen Hurts, who previously held the title for highest paid player in the NFL at a 51 per year clip. But Lamar Jackson now earns $52 million a year. Baltimore Ravens come to an agreement with him today. So he's going to be in Baltimore. And I knew that was a done deal. Once they signed Odell Beckham, they didn't sign, in my mind, I'm thinking they did not sign an Odell Beckham to be having the ball thrown to him by some second string quarterback that we've never heard of. I knew it was inevitable that he was coming back. Lamar was coming back
Didn't know how much money, but I knew he was coming back. I knew they weren't going to invest in a receiver like that and then turn the reins over to an inexperienced quarterback to get him the ball. So he is back, and he had to back down off of some of the guaranteed money. I don't even know the specifics of how much guaranteed money that he got, but his annual salary is more than Jalen Hurts, and he's the highest paid quarterback in the league. What do you guys think about that?
I'm happy for him. I'm gonna be honest with you, because Lamar Jackson should have got paid. He's been an MVP of his league. He's been an improving player with less around him. You know, they tried to design a offense for him to be a runner. He's a quarterback. You got to put weapons around him, not just tight ends. You got to put weapons around him. And now that they're doing that right now, Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, the kid they got from last year, Johnson. So mention Rager, take a shot. Oh my goodness gracious.
Y'all hear that? If you mention Rager, you gotta take a shot. Anybody that mentions Rager, take a shot.
You gotta worry about that, because
from this point on,
we ain't mentioning him no more. But in all seriousness, like, he deserves whatever he should get, like, because he actually put on film that he is a very dangerous quarterback versus passing the ball and running the ball when he has weapons on the field. When he has the ability to throw, you know, a pass to a weapon. He had Hollywood Brown 2 years ago. That made that offense go. Like, you know, you had to double cover him. That tight end, I think the tight end right now, he's with New England. You know, he was getting all the catches because they had a double cover with that one receiver.
Yep.
So now you surrounded him with these weapons. I hope they have an offensive line that's going to protect him too. That's all I have to say.
Right.
But he deserves that contract. And Jalen Hurts worked his butt off to get it, but Lamar Jackson worked his ass off from the time he got in the league when they said he was a wide receiver. Asked him to run routes. He said, "No, I'm a quarterback." He's been a quarterback since Little League. He stayed into his ability to say, you know what, I'm not anything else. I never played any other position. I'm a quarterback, accept it or not.
Danny Ritchie has a interesting quote out there. He says, just throwing it out there, Carter went to school at Apopka, Florida, same school as Sapp. So Florida media is lit with the pick right now.
Yeah.
So wow, they came from the same area, went through some of the same experience of falling down the draft, that they were considered high draft picks in that first round, and they both experienced that. So hopefully he can come out. I mean, make some contact with the young guy, give him some pointers, and help him out along his journey. But yeah, that's very, very similar to the path that Sapp took. He dropped down in the draft himself.
I would say right now,
it didn't deter him though.
Yes,
he went on and had a Hall of Fame career. We hope that we get the same out of Jalen Carter.
The Florida Janky. Yes, they are janky. But the crazy thing is they produce good players. There's a player that haven't been called yet. Miles Murphy is still on the board.
Yeah. Where is he, Pat?
Joey Porter Jr. is still on the board.
Yeah, I said Joey Porter Jr.
These guys, like the best available. Let me see let me go to the best available right now. Dalton Kincaid, they've been saying about this tight end from the Utah. He's actually pretty doggone good. Nolan Smith, Michael Meyer from Notre Dame, Joey Porter Jr., Jordan Addison, Deion Banks, cornerback from Maryland, who's one of the fastest corners in the combine, Shelman. You should know that, Shel. Brian Branch. Listen, there's some guys. There are some playmakers still available in this draft. And staying at 30, you can get some. You're gonna get one of these playmakers. It's a luxury. It's a luxury right now to have the ability to pick at number 9, coming off a Super Bowl. That's a luxury pick. So if we got B.J. Robinson or Jalen Carter, no matter what pick we got, it was a luxury for us as fans and for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, number 30 is business. Number 30 is business.
Yes, right? It is. It is.
This pick is
getting
business.
closer. We're only like 7 picks away, but I'm still surprised that Nolan Smith is still on the board. Who are you surprised? I'm gonna ask you two. Who are you surprised that are still on the board right now? And it's the 23rd pick right now.
I'm surprised about Joey Porter Jr. His the numbers he put up. He played at Penn State, lockdown corner. The lineage, his father playing in the league, being an All-Pro, going to a Super Bowl, being around, positive NFL locker rooms his whole entire life, going to a clean system at Penn State, never getting in any trouble, being consistent on the field. I'm surprised nobody picked him up at this point. I'm surprised.
So I'm gonna rebuttal that real quick because the negatives on Joey Porter, besides him being he's an outstanding corner. Don't get me wrong, Penn State guy. He's an outstanding corner. He's very grabby. College football, that's okay. Pro football, you cannot be grabby. And that was his knock. He's very, very grabby as a corner compared to some of these other corners. Yes, I'm still shocked that he's available. You got Emmanuel Forbes going before Joey Porter, who Joey Porter was, I think, was a second team All-Pro. I mean, all American. So
All-American.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, but we have this year in and year out. These guys fall, and when they fall, they make these teams pay. I mean, Jefferson was the prime example, right? Jefferson was the prime example. But for me, it's Myles Murphy, defensive end from Clemson.
Yeah.
He's projected top 10. We are at pick 23. He's projected top 10. I have to say no more. Protected. If he's available at 28, 29, Howie, do you think get him? I know. I hear everybody talking about Nolan Smith. Myles Murphy is the truth at that defensive end position.
What's your surprise, Dark Knight? That's still available. Like,
I'm kind of still shocked that my guy that I thought we were going to get at 10 is still available at 23. Like, I thought that had Bijan Robinson been picked and Jalen Carter been picked, because they were highly talented and highly ranked prospects coming out in the draft. I thought if they were picked, that the Eagles would probably take Nolan Smith number 10 if those two were off the board. And well, we got one of them, Jalen Carter, and Bijan went a pick before us, and Nolan Smith, who we would have picked at 10, I believe, is still around at 23. So that is a surprise to me that Nolan Smith is still around.
With number 23, Minnesota Vikings choose Jordan Addison. That is a great pick. Do you know this guy transferred from Pittsburgh? He was a dynamic wide receiver for Pittsburgh to USC and became a dynamic receiver for USC.
Well, he's going out there with Justin Jefferson, who we just talked about.
Yeah, because they lost Adam Thielen, so they did need another receiver. But
so then they lost Thielen, and they get a young, dynamic wide receiver in Addison. And
Addison's a speedster.
He's good. I think he's talented too, but you only as talented as your quarterback. Cousins is the quarterback out there. I'm not saying he's horrible, because he puts up good numbers at times
during the day.
But I just don't know in the big games. He doesn't seem to come through in the big games.
Not at night. He doesn't.
No, not at night either. You're right. Jefferson and Addison, Don says, is a good pick. Dude look like Franklin Saints or somebody.
Snowfall.
Danny Ritchie said hashtag snowfall.
He's a 4-4 guy. So let me go to it. He's a 4-4 guy. The Giants got 2 picks right back to back.
Right.
Oh wow.
They made a trade, right?
Yeah, they just
Oh,
traded.
yeah.
They just traded and wow.
The Giants switched with the Jags, so the Giants are on the clock. They got 2 back-to-back picks.
How would
the
the Jags-
Giants are on the clock.
They just switched picks.
Hold up, it's going to be Boston versus Philadelphia. Boston pulled it out. What happened? I'm not looking at it. Tell me, Jackie, what happened?
Celtics won.
Celtics won?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a wrap. Okay, Celtics won. We are going to be facing the Philadelphia Eagles for any of our Eagles followers who are also Philadelphia Sixers fans.
Well, it's still start to the 1st of May anyway, so I'm not even worried about it.
Our Philadelphia Eagles our Sixers will be taking on the Boston Celtics in the next round. And that's big there. I don't want to turn this into Sixers talk because I can go deep into that too. But I'll just say that
are going to pick up Joey Porter. I'm sorry. They're going to pick up Joey Porter. Either Joey Porter or they're going to pick up a wide receiver.
So Joey Porter or a wide receiver, Pat is predicting to go to the Giants at 24. It's pick 24. 5 minutes to go.
Josh Downs or Dalton Kincaid may go at this position. They do need a tight end. And truthfully, they need a quarterback.
Yeah, but they're not going to get one. They just gave him an extension. That would be a slap in the face to give him an extension and then sign a quarterback the same year. That would be just like, no, we just gave the money for a minute.
So I can see the Giants going after Nolan Smith here because they do need some defensive guys. They got Leonard. They got a good interior. So they do need some more guys on the defensive side of the ball.
If they take Nolan Smith, I'm gonna take this personally.
We are gonna.
I'm sorry. I'm taking it personally. If they take, and they jumped up to get this pick too. So if they take my man Nolan Smith, I'm taking it personal. It really doesn't mean anything because I already hate the Giants. I don't even think I can hate them anymore. Like, even though they took my pick right now, if it happens to be Nolan Smith, it will infuriate me, but I still couldn't hate him anymore because I hate him at the highest level of hativity, if that's a word. I hate the Giants at the highest level of hativity, only to be matched or surpassed by the Cowturds. But it's the Cowturds, and, the Cowturds are like 1A, and then New York is like 1B to me. Like, I hate them the worst. The New England had been inching up the chart, especially after they cheated us out our first Super Bowl. Yeah. But I kind of cooled on them since we got our payback. So if I go back to it, my top 2 most hated teams are the Cowturds and the Giants. I just don't like them.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the Giants, they need a wide receiver or they need offensive line help. They definitely need offensive line help. But it just doesn't seem right. Like, if you look at this draft right now, certain teams are making stupid decisions because of these players at this particular time. The Lions needed help on the offensive line. The Falcons needed offensive line, defensive line help. They pick a running back. Same thing with the Lions. They pick a running back. Right. Like, you don't give your you pick a running back that don't have an offensive line. You got one guy. You got Penny Sewell on that offensive line. That's it.
Right.
So this draft has been kind of crazy.
It is. The whole draft. Danny says the whole draft is nuts.
I gotta tell you this.
Go ahead.
The Jaguars fleeced the Giants. So the Jaguars, the Giants moved up 1 pick. They traded the 25th for the 24th. They gave up 2023 5th round pick, and they gave out 2023 7th round pick. Did you know how he only gave up 1 pick for next year?
I know.
That's crazy, man.
I know. Stupid ass. Somebody says stupid ass Falcons.
They are stupid. The Giants are stupid with this. Yeah, crazy ass Falcons. Yeah. Crazy ass Falcons.
They got the next pick. That was smart. Okay, so all right, who they take with the 23rd pick again?
It's New York. They want to be dramatic with their pick, so we're waiting.
All right, the pick is in for the Giants' second pick. All right,
They pick
Sell
Banks.
is back.
Oh, cornerback.
Who they take? So the Giants are up. They took Banks. That's what Danny says. They took Banks.
That's a good pick.
So Porter's still available.
Yeah, Porter's still out there.
Well, the thing is, you got to face the Philadelphia Eagles. So, I mean, no, their first pick was Banks. I'm tripping. All right,
it's going down. The Giants pick is in, and they are close to announcing it right now. Who's that? Where Roger Goodell? Roger Goodell announces all the first round picks, right? All right, here he comes. Roger Goodell.
Should pick Miles Murphy. Ooh, Deontay Banks.
Yeah,
I mean that's a solid pick because you got to look at they need to pick as many corners as possible to cover these receivers from the Philadelphia Eagles, so they still can get baptized.
Well, he gonna get baptized. His ass gonna be baptized. You about to get baptized, boy, and don't let us get a slot receiver.
He's
in the second day. You better look. We got, like I said, we got 3 out of 4 viable. More than viable options in the passing game with both our wide receivers, AJ and Devontae, and then Goddard as a tight end. And out of the backfield, we did have Miles Sanders, but we may have the LA back. So we are a very potent offense, man. And teams are going to have to construct their team to stop us. And although I am very, very happy that we got Jalen Carter, I was reserved to the fact that Kansas City showed us something when they beat us. They showed us that you don't have to have a top-notch defense, but you do have to have an explosive offense. If you have an explosive offense and an average to above average defense, you can very well win the Super Bowl. Well, we had an above explosive offense, and we had an above average and a dominant defense too, although they didn't show up very much in the second half of that Super Bowl. We did have that, and we still lost. So I'm okay with if our defense is not as good as last year, but we need to keep our offense very explosive and have the ability to outscore other teams. Because sometimes in today's NFL, it's not you don't have a lot of 85 Bears defenses around here. Let's not get it twisted. You don't have a lot of 85 Bears defense. You don't have the steel curtain in this era. The dominant force in this era, I think, is the explosiveness of your offense. And Kansas City proved that to us last year. So we still have our whole offense intact. And I expect that this offense is going to be just as explosive this year as it was last year. We didn't lose too many. We lost some offensive line depth behind the starters, but we lost one starter, the guard Isaac Salamalu, Sayamalu, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry, but Sayamalu, we lost him, and we lost Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders was the big piece, but we replaced him with Rashard Penny. If he stays healthy, I think he'll be more than adequate in fulfilling that role that Miles Sanders vacated when he left. And I think that not Jack Driscoll, but who's that? Cam Jurgens can come in and be very formidable in the absence of Isaac Sayamalu. He's out. And we got Cam Jurgens who's in a backup. And we just have to replenish our offensive line depth. But this offense, I think, is still as explosive this year coming up as it was in the previous year.
So I do think we are explosive. We are still missing that home run hitting running back. I don't care what anybody say about Rashard Penny.
Rashard is a home run hitter.
His health is in question.
He's a home run hitter.
So with that being said, I think
Shell, he ain't a home run hitter.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
When healthy.
Oh, y'all.
All right, so let me go back to
Sandler
let me
Look
go back
Sandler
to
brothers agreeing and shit. Now they want to wait to the umpteenth hour and start agreeing and shit. This is some bullshit.
yeah. So let me go back to the Justin, right? Because
this is the killer, man.
When you look at the whole landscape of what we need, we do need a dynamic running back. We do need a dynamic running back. I'm gonna be honest with you. Josh
Don
Jacobs
said Penny is not.
He is not. He's not a dynamic running back. He's a rotational guy.
Man, I think we're going to
forget all y'all.
I think we're going to wind up getting a running back from the Raiders. I do think that's going to happen.
No,
I don't think they're going to sign him. I see that happening, man.
They franchised him. So we gonna sit there and pay him $14 million for 1 year? Absolutely not.
Who?
The Philadelphia Eagles. Absolutely not.
Pay who?
Josh Jacobs. They franchised Josh Jacobs this year.
We're not paying no $13 million.
I like Jacobs.
You can forget that.
So with the 26th pick, I think they got the boy tight end. They saying they got the tight end. They got the tight end. Oh, they did to get tight end. But Jody Porter Jr. is still out there. I mean, if Dallas picks him up, they're gonna have two corners that's 6'1" or taller. But they still gonna have.
They can use him though.
Dallas needs a running back or a receiver.
Dallas needs a running back. I need a running back and they need a tight end. I think they're gonna get a tight end from Notre Dame. Michael Meyer.
2 days.
Dallas needs
340 something like that.
Man, Dallas needs these nuts.
Yeah.
But that's all they need. They don't need nothing else.
So we're not gonna play Josh Jacobs no $14 million on the franchise tag. I can see us trading for Buda Baker. I can see us trading for King Jacobs $10 million. I can even see us trading for Swifty. We ain't paying.
I'll take Swifty. You know,
we're not paying a running back $14 million for one single year. That will not happen. I can tell you that right now.
What?
All right. So Buffalo Bills, all New York teams, because Buffalo's in New York, right? We don't realize Buffalo's in New York sometimes. Oh, man. With the 25th pick, the Buffalo Bills select.
The pick is in.
Tight end. Dalton Kincaid, Utah.
Yeah, he was the best top-rated tight end for the draft.
Yeah, he's a really good tight end.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a move tight end that can block.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The best tight end in this draft that I think is the best tight end in this draft is from South Dakota State. I think it is. Let me see if I can pull him back up. The Eagles might go Jalen.
So the Cowboys are on the clock, but who did they take? Who did?
Let's do this. Let's do this right now. So there's a couple tight ends I do like. Brandon Strange from Penn State, because I'm a Penn State guy. But there's a guy from
6'3", 240.
Where is he from? He's from North Dakota State. He's in the same mode, a little bit faster than Dallas Goedert. Tucker Kraft. You might be able to get him in the second round. He ran at 4.6. He gets open. If he's available in the second round, I mean, take him. That's your third tight end.
Right.
But we don't need a tight end. We really don't need a tight end. We do need a good offensive lineman.
So the Bills took the tight end that I heard Dallas was projected to maybe select this guy too, and
they
just took him right under the Dallas Cowboys' noses.
Yeah, that's what they get. That's what we did.
Well, it's another tight end. It's another tight end that's out there. It's Luke Musgrove, then there's Michael Meyer from Notre Dame. They do need a tight end. That's one of their biggest needs at this particular point because they didn't sign Schultz back. So they do need a tight end. If they go tight end, Miles Murphy is still available.
Right.
Oh my goodness. They probably gonna go offensive lineman. I'll be honest with you. I won't be surprised if they went offensive lineman right now. We're best available.
Who that boy old now? What's his name again?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, they all getting up there.
Dang, I don't know if I still be working though. I don't know. I'll be out. All right, so they got the camera on Michael Mayer, the Notre Dame tight end.
Nolan Smith.
I think he pronounced his name Meyer though, but it looks like Mayer. Yeah, this is good. I mean, for the prospects that are there and waiting, how do you feel? I don't know. Like, how do you feel? Like, darn, I'm not going to go. I came here. I mean, those that are in the building, those that are home, I guess they can relax a little bit more. But those that said, I'm going to show up on the first night of the draft, you got to have an expectation that you're going to be chosen that night, right? So how does it feel when as the picks are going off the board and you're still sitting there? I wonder what goes through their mind. Like, are they embarrassed that they may be there and not get picked that night? Like, everybody who's there would love to be picked in the first round.
Yeah, it makes you remember the Tom Brady story. You know what I mean? He just felt he always cried when he talked about it. Like nobody thought I was worth it. You know what I mean? I had to prove myself to myself and everybody else. Like, it's definitely a chip on your shoulder. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Tom Brady went to the perfect situation.
Yes, he did. He did.
Because remember, he Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback. Who was putting up phenomenal numbers. Drew Bledsoe actually took the Patriots to the Super Bowl. They lost.
Super Bowl. Yeah, they lost.
But he was putting up phenomenal numbers. It goes to show you when you go to a particular system, it can make you.
Yeah, that's true.
He went to that particular system, was able to was able to rise in that particular system. If he was somewhere else, he wouldn't have been Tom Brady that we know right now.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen.
But sitting there in the green room is a great experience. You get that sickening feeling. You can look at Will Myers, Will Levy and stuff like that. They're probably sick to their stomach. They're going to go out the side door so you won't see it. I think it was Geno Smith, one of the guys, Teddy Bridgewater, they said they left and came back the next day and put a sweater on, because they knew they was going to get picked on the second day. Sometimes, you might not get picked in the first round. But aren't there Hall of Famers that have been picked in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth round?
Yeah.
Yes, there have been.
Right.
Yeah. And, it's all a crapshoot.
It is.
The Eagles, Dallas, they're picking. They're shaking hands. We just don't know.
They're picking a tight end.
I think it's the tight end. But you're right. This draft is I hate to see
it is unpredictable. And Will Levis is falling. I told you at the beginning of the show before we started. Will Levis is not a first round quarterback.
Right.
He's not a first. I don't know why he was there. I wouldn't have been there if I saw my tape.
I said right. Oh, that's funny.
But there are two defensive ends.
Why are we supposed to take a shot at 25?
Is it 25? Yeah, we gotta take a shot at 25.
We took a shot at 25 already.
Thank you, Shell.
Shell, we took a shot at 25.
No, we
didn't take a shot at 25.
Yeah, can't take one.
We took a shot at 20. We took it actually at 21-22, but it was for the 20th pick. And now it is the 26th pick. And wow. It's time to take another shot. All right, you guys are watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around that's by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and their first-round selection, one Jalen Carter, defensive tackle from the University of Georgia, perhaps the best prospect in this draft this year. The Eagles secure him at pick number 9 in the first round after making a swap with who they swap with. I forgot. Oh, Chicago. They swapped with Chicago, 9th to 10th, and they got their man Jalen Carter. They're not on the clock, but they are waiting for their 30th pick in the first round. Cowboys pick is in. They have the 30th pick in the first round of the Eagles.
They picked Mazi Smith, defensive tackle, Michigan.
Defensive tackle from Michigan. The Cowboys select. So our Philadelphia Eagles, who are waiting with the number 30 pick, still have the possibility of going and grabbing Nolan Smith, an outside linebacker, pass rusher. Built in the same mode as an Hassan Reddick. If he can give us that production as an Hassan Reddick, he would be more than a welcome addition to the Philadelphia Eagles this year. And I got my eye on him. I would love, to me, if we secured Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith tonight, that's a win for me. Also, some trade possibilities that are floating around there. We talked about it. I put the comments on the screen a little earlier, but if the Eagles trade out the number 30 pick for a Budda Baker, that is an even bigger win to me. I'd take the trade and Budda Baker over keeping the pick and getting Nolan Smith if he's available. I'd take Budda Baker. Somebody else proposed the trade.
Is so obnoxious. Why the hell do you got a helmet on with lights? Who gives a crap about you? I'm sorry. I do apologize.
No, he would get his ass beat if he was in Philly. He's not in Philly.
You picked a defensive tackle for Michigan. Mind you, he might be a good defensive tackle, but he was ranked 110th. When it comes to defensive tackles and defensive linemen, they tend to pick good. All right. So Mazi Smith wasn't a first round draft pick.
No, who?
Mazi Smith should have been a first round draft pick. You missing Brian Breeze, defensive tackle from Clemson Tigers, who's been doing numbers since he got there for the past 4 years. Nolan Smith, Miles Murphy is still on the board. Miles Murphy is still on the board. I don't think you understand when I say about Miles Murphy how good he really is. Nolan Smith is a situational pass rusher who could be in the mode, who could come on these situations that we with our defensive line. This draft is crazy. This draft is crazy. I'm sorry, man. I'm perplexed.
Yeah, like I said, it's just it's crazy how some of these athletes are falling. Like that, I thought would be at this point it would be gone.
Like we get that every year, though, right? We get that every year. But I'm looking at it like Miles Murphy is ranked number 7 overall. Number 7 overall. Don't be surprised if the Philadelphia Eagles don't select Nolan Smith or Miles Murphy, but they select a guy named Bungawer Buntamai, edge from Northwest. I'm sorry. Because I think they have him ranked higher than Nolan Smith. I get the Nolan Smith fight because of the speed. This dude is a monster.
Like I said, I
I'm gonna be honest with you, Shell. I like Isaac.
I like Talua Tapala from USC, man. Like I said, 6'3", 266. He can pass rush. They put him in the nose. They put him at DN. 13 sacks last year. 37 hurries. I watched the game, and in the game he had 2 sacks, a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and an interception for a touchdown in the same game. Like, and they were down. They wound up winning that game because of his play. You know what I mean? And he had 8 tackles that game. Like, he's a special type of guy. He reminds me of Palomalu from the Steelers that played at USC, but instead of playing the safety position, he plays the defensive end or rush in position. That's the type of athlete he reminds me of, because they put him everywhere on the defensive end, on the defensive line.
I'm gonna give you a sleeper, and it's a family member of a guy we played with, Isaiah Fosley. Remember Shane? He played defensive tackle. Shane Fosley, his family. Yeah. He's defensive end from Notre Dame. He may be available in the second round early if you don't get these guys that you want to get, right? If you don't get the Nolan Smith, you don't get the Myles Murphy, he may be available later in the later rounds, because I only think we need one more defensive guy, either a safety or a defensive end, to put us over the edge, because we did pick up another. We did get Trayman Edmonds in free agency. Edmonds, we got in free agency.
All right, let me go to some comments right now. We got a lot of people in there. We are just 3 picks away from our Philadelphia Eagles making their second first-round pick, and everything's going good so far. I mean, we didn't get Bijan Robinson, but I wouldn't have been mad had we got him. But we got Jalen Carter, who I'm really high on, and I think a lot of people out there are very happy that we got him. And we're just waiting patiently to see who the Eagles going to select at number 30. Now, my guy, Nolan Smith, is still available, and I don't think they're going to have to move up. Jacksonville, I mean, we have, 3 picks ahead of us, and Nolan Smith is the second best available according to Mel Kiper. So there's a risk that we might not get him. But we are close enough that if Howie is really targeting him, he can move up right now and go get him. Wait, and I don't think it'll cost him a lot to do that. But the Jaguars pick is now in, so we're going to listen to the commissioner as he announced the pick tackle from the Jaguars Oklahoma. Right now.
The Jaguars select Anton Harrison, offensive tackle from Oklahoma.
All right, Anton. So we're still alive. Anton Harrison, offensive tackle for Oklahoma, goes to the Jaguars. They are rebuilding under our ex-Super Bowl coach, Doug Peterson, and he's following the philosophy, right? You build a team, you build the inside out. He's going to get an offensive lineman to help his young quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, down there in Jacksonville. So they're bringing in some offensive line help. You can't blame him. I'm happy for him because he didn't take my guy. And then Nolan Smith is still on the board. So I'm happy that they get the help that they need, and they still allow us the opportunity to maybe move up and get the guy that I think that we should get, and that's Nolan Smith. He's dropped down far in this draft. I didn't foresee him getting him this low in the draft. So we're just 2 picks away from maybe getting our guy, and I don't think Howie's going to move up to get that guy now. I think he has enough. I think he has enough prospects right now that if Nolan Smith is not available, he has a backup to go to. So I don't think there's going to be a move. There's only 2 picks ahead of him. Cincinnati, do they need an edge rusher? I don't know. New Orleans Saints, they need. Those 2 teams need. Oh, the pick is in. That was kind of quick. So the Bengals pick is already in, and that's kind of quick.
Let's see, y'all left Myles Murphy out there. Shoot, we take him. We need him.
Myles Murphy. So it's no need to move right now because Myles Murphy is still out there, and I'll take him too. And Nolan Smith is out there. So if the Bengals don't pick either of those 2, we're guaranteed one of those 2 edge rushers, and I'll take either one of those.
Let's do a shot. let's get this out the way.
Okay, all right. So we're past the 25th pick in the draft. So we said we're going to do shots every 5 picks. So it's time to do another shot. You're looking at Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around. That's by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, this is our annual NFL draft show. We like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So tonight I'm doing the Teremana Tequila Reposado right there. You see it. Pat is also doing tequila. I can't even pronounce what the hell he's drinking.
Romantic.
Shell is doing
either,
tequila,
but it's good.
and I can't. Well, I see it.
Blanco.
De Leon.
Yeah.
De
Leon. All I know is Shell drinks the little tutti fruity drink. So
This ain't fruity.
I hope that's a man shot and not no
cut
pancake
it out,
syrup over there. Okay, all right. So I'm pouring my shot now to Teremana. Everybody out there, if you are still getting down with us and doing shots, look, the White Brown says he's in the chat room. He says double shots, double up shots if we get Dolan. All right, I'm with
going
that.
to sleep right after that.
If we get Dolan,
you gotta call me, wake my ass up for work.
Yeah, if we get Nolan,
come on, man.
I'm going to take the White Brown up on his offer to do double shots. So the Bengals pick is in, but we're going to do this shot right now. So, all right, the Bengals just pick. Let's wait till they announce.
1. Oh, they picked Myles Murphy, so it's about time.
Oh, they took Myles Murphy. All right, so one of our guys is off the books right now. So we still got Nolan Smith. Myles Murphy goes to Cincinnati. All right, that's a good pick for them. We may even face them if we do what I think we'll do. We may face the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl next year. All right, so here we go down the hatch. Myles Murphy goes to Cincinnati. We're still waiting on me, at least. I'm still waiting on Nolan Smith. We got one pick ahead of us, and this may be the best night of my life in predicting picks here. So down the hatch for our Philadelphia Eagles. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1. Raymond has said he is now doing the Black Label Johnny Walker. Wow, Raymond, you waited this late. It's 11:29 to pull out the Black Label. You ain't going to work.
Yeah, you ain't going to work. I'm drinking water. I'm good. I feel good. That tequila is puro. How they say?
Look,
puro.
Pat ain't going to work tomorrow.
I'm going to work.
Shell don't have to work till the afternoon, so he's cool.
Yeah,
I'm getting up. I'm going to work. I'm going to work. Fuck you. I'm going to work. Like y'all can do what y'all want to do.
Overnight, 6 to 6, in a uniform.
Yeah, I don't do
6 to 6. All right, so we only got 2 more picks. So this,
it's
let
2
me
guys
just start
available.
preparing you guys for our sign off because we're signing off immediately after this 30th pick. You better know that. So we're only like maybe 10 minutes away from signing off. But I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for spending your NFL draft night with us, Eagles Talk, man. That just shows a lot of your dedication and commitment to us, and we appreciate it. I just want to give that love back to you guys. We appreciate it.
But it's let me talk about this real quick. As we said, we appreciate all the fans that tune into Eagles Talk, that see us on the street, that want to take pictures, because I did have that down happen in Virginia.
Oh, you saw people down in Virginia. They
it's like,
want to take pictures with the
oh, yeah. All right, cool. I'm not signing it, but in all seriousness, though, when we talk about these picks and we look at these guys, we look at these young gentlemen coming into this league and trying to be a difference maker for our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, there are a few guys that are going to reach that plateau that's going to be in this top round. The real players, I hate to say it, the real players are the guys you pick in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th round and later rounds that actually become contributors and all pros in this game. Jason Kelce is a late round draft pick. Dallas Goedert is a 2nd round draft pick. Right. Jason Peters, when he was here, he was a late round. He was a tight end from Buffalo. These guys that we get that they become all pros and all Hall of Fame. Sometimes they're not in the 1st round, so we still got to pay attention to who we were coming after in these later rounds. With that being said, There are 3 guys that's available right now. Joey Porter Jr., come home. Nolan Smith, Brian Branch, safety. Those are 3 guys.
Oh, the safety. I take the safety. I'm not high. I mean, I like Joey Porter. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's a pressing need for that right now. I think we have more pressing needs that we could fulfill right now at this spot. But don't get me wrong. Again, I will not be mad at Joey Porter because he's a great talent. So I'm never going to be opposed to bringing a great talent to this team. I'm just in the position that we're in. I just think that we can get players that can play now, and I'd rather that because Joey Porter, as brilliant and as good as he is, I don't think he's going to crack the starting lineup. And I think we have more positions that we can get a quality player to start right now, even at the 30th pick in the draft. So, again, I'm not going to kick him out the bed, but I like Nolan. Nolan Smith can play right away, right now, in what we have going on. We lost some pass rushers. We lost some defensive linemen, and if we can replenish 2 of those spots in our first 2 picks of this draft, that would be great. We lost 5 starters on defense. If we can replace 2 of them tonight, that'd be great nice. To me. Yeah, that'd be nice. So let me go to some comments because somebody gave Shell a shout out. Oh, it's still on the screen. All right, Raymond says that was his last shot. He got a short procedure in the morning. Guys, I enjoyed this, Shell. Hope to see you again, brother. It was great. It is great to have Shell back on, our brother, our family back on tonight with us. We thoroughly enjoyed you, Shell. Thank you for joining us, Raymond. Thank you for joining us also. And God bless you, man. We're praying for your procedure in the morning. We hope that everything goes according to plan and everything comes out well for that. Tony Burren, my Lotta in the 7th. Yeah. Taheeb, brothers always hold it down. Much love. Carry on. Thank you, Taheeb. Pedro's in the house. Nolan Smith or Joey Porter Jr. are coming to Philly. We're going to see that. And the Saints pick is in, so let's see who it's going to be.
I think it was traded.
All right, so don't forget DK, both our cornerbacks are 30, yeah. They are, but I think we can get one next year. We got like 12 picks next year.
We got a crap load of picks.
Yeah, we got a crap load of picks, so that's my thing. All right, Keon White is out there too. He's a solid defensive end too. All right, but the pick is in. We don't have an announcement yet. Okay. Day 2 where the later gems come out. Yeah, we do a lot of good work. Howie does a lot of great work in picking those later round picks. I mean, all the excitement is about that first round, but I think we do our most productive work in the 2nd, 3rd on down in those rounds. I mean, let's not forget somebody just put my Lotta up there, 7th round pick, and never played football a day in his life, and now he's a starter in the NFL and on the cusp of being a Pro Bowler. And he never played football 7 years ago. All right, so the New Orleans Saints is on the clock.
So the defensive, the New Orleans Saints select Brian Breeze, defensive tackle Clemson. So
Brian Breeze. We're going to get our man. If I get Nolan Smith, it's a wrap. Drop the freaking mic. Drop the freaking mic. All right, we getting Smith. Come on. Yes,
you gotta do double shots.
There.
You gotta do double shots, man.
Danny says we getting Smith. Come on. Nolan Smith still there. He's all yours, Howie. Go get him. Oh shit, I gotta do 2 shots. Wait a minute. Pump the brakes.
You gotta do double shots.
I ain't doing double shots.
Pump the brakes. Hold on.
I gotta work tomorrow.
You might as well catch an Uber. Both of them might as well catch an Uber to work tomorrow.
I got the regional rail. I catch.
Who are we going to pick, my brothers? We better get Nolan Smith. But who's the other
I would love Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, Joey Porter Jr. Joey Porter doing it. But I take Nolan Smith. Joey Porter's going to have to sit. I think with us being so close, and I know it's a concern for us to build this roster to keep a heavy, a talented roster around Jalen Hurts, especially since he gave us the hometown discount. Maybe not in dollar amount, but in the way they structured the deal. Jalen Hurts gave us he gave us a break. He allowed us to be able to maneuver and add talent to this team. So I think that we're set up to win now. So let's bring in a player that can contribute now. And Joey Porter, to me, is someone that will probably redshirt him at least a year, at the very least a year. And I don't want a player that we need to redshirt. I want to bring a player in here that's going to help us get back to where we came from, which is the Super Bowl, and get over that hump to win the Super Bowl. Because we're constructed like that. We have the team to be able to go back now if we make the right moves. So I think getting a player that can play immediately takes priority over getting a player that is going to back up or fulfill a need in the near future.
I got to stop you right now. I think we go wide receiver.
Wide receiver? Who's the wide receiver though?
Jalen Hyatt from the Volunteers. 6 foot, 6 foot, ran a 4. Well, what should have been 4.39. He's a deep threat.
There's only one position I take out.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, I'm about to say, and that's a safety. I take a safety over that. That's the only position I would take over who I think they should get now. If there's a safety out there that can come in and start, I'll probably take him. But minus that, or I take Nolan Smith.
I gotta give.
All right, here we go. All right, 4:55 left. The Eagles are thinking about it. They are on the clock now. They have the opportunity to get Nolan Smith or Brian Branch. Wayne just said Brian Branch. Give me some background on Brian Branch.
Brian Branch is in the box seat. He's the number one safety on the board.
Okay, well, I'll take that. If he's the number one safety left right now, those the only two positions I'll be okay with.
I think Jalen Carter called Howie, and Jordan Davis called Howie, and Kobe Dean called Howie. So listen, if you get us a Georgia defense, we'll be untouchable.
It's Smith or White. They said Smith or White. Who's White? I'm sorry. Who's that?
The crazy thing is Will Levis needs to leave right now because he's not getting picked in the first round.
Yeah, he's not, because it's only one pick left. No, 2 picks left. Yeah, they're not. No, he's not. KC is not picking the quarterback, and Pittsburgh's not picking the quarterback. Nope. So yeah, I'll be like calling for the driver right now. Like, yo, bring the Escalade up to the joint. I'll be out front and get them little bottles I need. Well, he's white, so I'm about to say, give me about 12 of them little Hennessy's, but he's white, so he's probably going to want like 12 Jack Daniels or something, fireballs or something. No, like Jameson. So he's going to want like 12 fireballs. But Kentucky. Yeah, I'll be making the call right now. Like, yo, bring the Escalator around and make sure it's plenty of fireballs on there, because
Will Levis was a Penn State quarterback, right? He was a Penn State quarterback, so I'm pretty sure he drinks some Jameson.
All right, Jameson. Yeah, he probably do the Jameson. All right, so his drink of choice, make sure the Escalade is stocked up with that. But I be making my way out now because I don't want to be around it. All right, here it is.
They got Howie Roseman talking to the guy. And
Howie Roseman is talking on the phone right now. Here it goes. It's for the Eagles Nation right now. We have sat around for 3 hours and 41 minutes. Our first pick. They're clapping. Our first pick was Jalen Carter. They seem to be happy about this pick that's about to go in. Nobody walked out the door?
Nobody walked out the door?
Nobody walked out the door. Howie, picklebacks are on deck. That's what Christopher Burton says. Swag says he's drinking the natural Natty Ice. You drinking Natty Ice?
Oh, right. You are not going to work tomorrow.
That's Penn State drink right there, baby. That's Penn State.
Oh, look, they changed. Look. They changed the logo on our joint. Look at our logo now. It's not the old time one. It's the new one. You see that? That's amazing. Somebody pointed that out earlier. They still had our old. Was that you, Danny? Danny, you pointed that out. They still had our old one out there. Why did Joey Porter drop so far? I thought he was a top-notch running back. That's incredible.
He was too grabby as a corner.
Top 5
All right,
corners.
Ephraim said we picked Smith. All right.
So I gotta take it.
I can't even drop my mic. My mic is on the freaking jaw. I can't drop my mic. It's a drop mic moment, but I can't drop. I can't drop my mic. They got busted. What happened? The pick is in. If it's Nolan Smith, I'm dropping the mic. The pick is in. They said Nolan Smith. People are reporting in the chat line that it's Nolan Smith. I just need to see it for myself. You know,
hey, Bo, don't do that to me, Bo.
They haven't announced it yet, but if they pick Nolan Smith, I'm the great prognosticator. I'm the great prognosticator if they pick Nolan Smith. It's a drop mic. I can't drop this mic because it costs too much, but if it was a cheaper mic, I would drop it.
Yo, this is about to be the most craziest defensive line in the freaking world. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Forget who we got at corner or middle line. This is about to be crazy.
Yo, we just replenished our pass rush. We are going to lead the league again. Nolan fucking Smith. Oh my freaking goodness. Danny said it all. I don't even need to look at the TV.
That's North Philly. That's North Philly Dark Knight right there.
Look, man. Look. I don't even ask for no payment. I do this for the love of the game. I do this for the love of the game. You know, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith. I do this for the love of the game. Let's go. You right, Milk. Let's go, baby. Nice. Yes, that's right. We got two big-time defensive pieces to replace 2 of the 5 starters that we lost on offense. On defense. I'm sorry. And these players are capable of starting immediately. And that's what we need. We needed players to come in and contribute immediately because we're trying to return to whence we came in the last game of last season, and that's the Super Bowl. And I think that we have a really good chance of doing that, even though the schedule is going to be tougher than last year. I think we are built. We are built for that. What do we go 14-3? I'd be surprised if we do that. But I'm looking at 11, 12 wins this year. That's what I'm expecting. 11 to 12 wins this year. It's doable, and we have the offense to do it, and I think we have the pieces on defense to keep up pace and to do it also. So Nolan Smith, the linebacker, the Hassan Reddick clone is ours. So we have
wait. Nakobe Dean is there with him.
He's there with him, and he got the red bottoms on. Nakobe Dean right there is with him. Yo, they said go sit with that boy right there because we about to get him. Yo, we got Nolan Smith, and we got freaking Jalen Carter. This defense is on. Look, Howie.
Dean. Oh, my God.
Give him applause. Give him applause, Pat. That's what's up. That's what's up, yo. I'm happy. Look at Dean at the draft party. Yes. Look at Dean at the draft party. Nakobe, yo, Swag is happy. Let's go. V said, I got Nolan winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Put my bet in as soon as I can. Tony Barron is happy. Everybody's happy. Nolan fucking Smith and Jalen freaking Carter. Wayne says that, and that's just the way I feel, yo. After all that, and we didn't get Bijan. We didn't get Bijan. And I've been listening to sports talk all for the past month. And a lot of people were high on Bijan, including myself.
I'm high
and
on
I would have been happy had we got him. But can you tell me honestly that we didn't get him? How do you feel about these 2 picks? Tell me, Pat. We're going to close out, but tell me, how do you feel about these two picks?
I'm going to tell you right now. Listen, you literally turned the Philadelphia defense into what we were last year, but for the next 5 years could be much greater than what we were last year.
Younger, the faster.
You put a contender on the field year after year after year with these selections. Now, we always talked about how he wants to build in the draft with the interior. He done did it. He done did it the right way. He waited. He got the pick. He got Jalen Carter. He got Nolan Smith. He got Jordan Davis, Nakobe D. This is the national championship football team, Georgia Bulldogs, who were hard to score on. Literally, did you see the game last year? I'm not talking about TCU. All right, I'm talking about the year when they had Nakobe Dean. That team, you scored a touchdown per game against them. Maybe, right? Yep. You got all these cats back again in the NFL. Who's going to motivate who? They're going to motivate each other to be better than they were in 2001 and 2002 because you know what? Jordan Davis has a bad taste in his mouth. He's been called a bust. Nakobe Dean to get on the field, he's been called a bust. These guys come in here, they need to work their ass off. It's turned that narrative around of this Philadelphia missing players. We're missing TJ Edwards. We're missing Kazir White. We ain't missing these foes. We got the replacements. Javon Hargrave is gone. He got his money. I appreciate Javon Hargrave because when he came here and he came from Pittsburgh, we didn't really know too much about him. And he got his money. He did his due diligence for our Philadelphia teams, and I'll forever be grateful for him. But right now, the guys we have in place, it's a foundation that can be put together for years on years on years and mentioned in the likes of these top-tier defensive teams moving forward.
I totally agree with you. You made a very excellent point in getting replacements for key players that we lost on our starting defense last year. But not only filling those shoes, but filling them in the way that we did with young, cheap talent, because we all knew once we gave Jalen the bag, our challenge after that was going to be how do we keep the talent level high and get that talent level without having to pay most money. And we all know the path to that was through the draft. And I think Howie has done an excellent job thus far early in the process, because this is only the first year of Jalen's extension. But I think he has started the ball rolling in the right direction by getting these two pivotal pieces to our defense. And if they live up to potential, or if they live up to their projection, they should be valuable pieces in this defense for the next 4 years. So that means that we have cheap talent, cheap, high talent, and that's going to help us. Now we have talent to replace more expensive talent, but they're young people, and we got them locked up for 4 years and possibly 5. So this is great. We just need these draft picks to perform up to their ability, because we've seen draft picks with names and projected to do things, and they don't live up to their projection. Well, hopefully these two players, and that's Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith, if they live up to their projection, we're in very, very good shape, and Howie deserves a hand clap again. Shell, how do you feel about tonight's game?
I'm totally ecstatic. Like I said, I'm a defensive coach, defensive guy. I like to beat you up defensively and then run the ball down your throat. That's always been my game. And I think what we just did right now is we locked in solid players from this draft and the last draft. Not only that they're formidable, but they're friends. They know each other. They have a relationship with each other. Basically, we're the Georgia of the North right now. We these guys with this team in that locker room with that guy Jalen Hurts is the leader. Like I said, he's the Kobe Bryant of football. He's going to lead that team. He's going to hold everybody accountable and make sure that you're doing your due diligence to be the best athlete you can be. He's not going to go for no bullshit. He's not going to go for no slacking. He's not going to go for you missing weights. He's not going to go for you missing film. He's going to hold you accountable. And I think that's going to build a relationship and atmosphere in that locker room for the next 5, 10, 15 years to come, whereas though everybody's being held accountable. It doesn't matter if you came from a program and you made some bad decisions. It doesn't matter if you had some ill will prior to coming here. I think having that leadership in that locker room is going to make sure that this Eagles team is fundamentally sound for the next couple of years, and we should be successful.
Yes, I agree. The Chiefs pick is in. That's the last pick of the first round, right?
No, they got the 32nd pick is the Pittsburgh. Oh,
no, yeah. But that's the start of the second round. That's not going to happen tonight.
No, that shouldn't happen. No, that does happen tonight.
No, we only do one round. This is 11. It's 11:53. They're not this. It's only
yeah. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
This is 32nd because we're missing one pick because
somebody got penalized.
Oh, somebody got penalized. Yeah.
Yeah. So they took a pick away. So this is the last pick of the first draft. First round. We're going to be signing off after this. Tony Burns said came in today hoping we might nab Bijan, but if you told me we get both Carter and Smith, wow, who can complain about that? And that's where I am. I would have loved to have Bijan. Don't get me wrong. We talked about it early in the program. I would love to hypothetically have if Howie would have been able to pull off a Carter and Bijan move, but other people had high hopes.
The Dolphins got it. Miami Dolphins got the penalty. I'm sorry.
Oh, they got penalty. Yeah.
Appreciate that, Swag.
So, Bijan went a lot higher than what he was projected to go. I think most people had him going in the teens.
Gentlemen.
And Atlanta did
Atlanta
things
for 4 hours.
Like Pat said. They did Atlanta things and they jumped up and they grabbed him early. And I think it was too early because I don't think he's ready. I think he has to carry too much of the load in Atlanta.
And we've seen that with
Saquon, Ezekiel, and Christian McCaffrey. When you go to lesser talented teams and most of the load is put on your back, they kind of use up your most productive years. Christian McCaffrey just was very fortunate that he get traded to the 49ers. But the pick is in for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see who is it. It is the defensive end from Kansas State, Felix. That's all I can say because I can't.
I'm not going.
I can't even attempt to pronounce his last name.
Nduke
Zuma.
Cheers.
Uzoma from Kansas State.
Zuma.
So that's the end of the first round. And all in all, I think we all collectively say, oh, they want to do a shot going out the door. God damn, I ain't fucking with y'all Sandlin boys no more.
I'm doing
y'all Sandlin boys is too much for me. Oh my God, I'm gonna call y'all mom tomorrow and just pray for her.
She's asleep now.
You was very fortunate. How did you deal with them boys? I'm gonna cover you with the blood of Jesus. But anyway, here we go. We are watching. You are listening to Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles cover show around. That's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. We are celebrating the Philadelphia Eagles and their 2 first-round draft choices tonight. The first being Jalen Carter, the number 1 rated athlete in this draft. And our second pick at number 30 being Nolan Smith, edge rusher, built like Hassan Reddick. So this has been a victory for us tonight. We're going to sign off tonight, but join us in toasting Howie and the job that he has done tonight. Howie, we salute you. We are out. Thank you, Sandlin boys. I'm your man, Dante the Dark Knight. We'll see you guys next Thursday, and we'll break it down. We're out. Peace.
Peace.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, smash. cocaine. Hit 'em.